Newcastle Fans TV now in partnership with Manscaped. You bet your balls we are. The Premier League is in full swing, and it means it's time to throw on your black and white Newcastle shirt and make sure you don't take a nasty tackle below the waist. Our partners at Manscaped are here to save your boys from taking on a shot from distance off Matt Ritchie, which would sting. It would sting. So you can stay clean and take care of yourself where it matters most. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs.
Manscaped has just launched in the UK and the EU. We've gone years without using the right tools for the job, but no fear. Manscaped is here with an absolute screamer to deliver the best tools for your below-the-waist grooming experience.
Lee, how has Manscaped helped your grooming?
Well, I used to use a lot of cheap razors, and put it this way, Sam, I was stinging for a few days because you've got cuts left, right, and centre, button down. Below. Ouch. Not anymore. Not with this bad boy. Oh, it's beautiful. And I can say it has improved my love life. So that was my experience of cutting myself left, right, and centre. Sam, please tell us more about Manscaped.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. Look at that there. Battery life up to 90 minutes. But the Lawnmower 3.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Adjustable, clean, easy, simple to use, and no nicks, which is very important.
The Perfect Package 3.0 comes with the new improved Lawnmower waterproof cordless body trimmer, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag for you to use when we're done quarantining. The Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with a crop preserver and a crop reviver. The crop preserver is anti-chafing ball deodorant, which ensures that your afternoon stroll doesn't end with your balls sticking to your leg. The crop reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts, which give your balls a boost.
Yes, please. Get 20% off with free shipping with the code NFTV at manscaped.com. You can be one of the first men in Europe to experience their life-changing products. Take advantage of this limited time offer for Manscaped's top-class lineup and try it for yourself. That's the discount code NFTV.
So Sam's a big fan. I'm a big fan. We've got our Manscaped products. Have you? Check the link in the description for free shipping and a whopping 20% off at manscaped.com. Good morning, everyone. Sounds very strange saying that. How are yous? How yous keeping? Crunch game today, innit? Burnley. Team news has literally just been announced. We'll dip into that in a second. We've got a packed hour for you before we go live with the watch along. And results went our way again. So Newcastle have a great opportunity to pull away. More on that very shortly. But we've got a packed, as I say, hour for you. In the first half an hour, we're going to reflect from last week's 2-2 draw with Newcastle. I'm going to read some Bruce quotes out. We've obviously got a reaction from Sam, fan clips as well, and then we'll move on to today's big game, which is really strange because I only got out of bed literally 45 minutes ago. So I can't show you, we don't have these early kickoffs nowadays. We'll read some of your comments out as we go along as well. No Craft, g'day lads. I've done that justice. Hoping for a great result. Callum says he's so tired. How is Willock not starting? It's disgraceful. There's a hint there. We'll look at the lineup in a second. Hiya, Mike. How you doing, mate? I hope you are good. Thank you for continuing to be a member. Same as Lee. Even Lee, feeling good about the game. More on that membership a little bit later. But keep your comments in. So we are live up until, non-stop until about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, roughly. Probably about 4 or 5, yeah. We'll be live too. So hopefully the two can get a positive result today. But let's have a look first of all. We'll go to... let's have a little spy on the lineups. Obviously, when the lads come in, we are expecting Brandon and Johnny in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And we'll discuss the lineups a little bit more. The big news, huge news, that there's no Nick Pope. That is a massive positive for us. Peacock Farrell, Northern Ireland International, is in goal. Pope's not even on the bench, so it's clearly an injury. I think that's really, really good news for the Toon because Pope's a class keeper. And then they've got, it looks like it's 4 at the back with Matty Lowton, Tarkowski, Mate, and Peters. I wanted Peters to start. I said this in the preview because I think we can get Adam Moore out wide. I'd rather have Peters start than Charlie Taylor. McNeil is a danger out wide, who will probably play on the right. He can also switch to the left. Obviously, him and Goodwoodson can swap over. Westwood and Brownhill in the centre midfield. And then your two up top, Wood will be your danger man, and Vidra will be running around him. So it's literally Mike Bassett, 4-4-2. And then on the bench, you've got Chuck Norris. You've got, that's a joke, Taylor. You've got Dunn. You've got pantomime villain Phil Bardsley, Jack Cork, Dale Stevens, Naughty Richardson, and Mum Bango. I don't know anything about that lad, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. The Toon, on the other hand, this is your Newcastle United lineup going into Burnley. We'll start on the bench because there's some big hitters on the bench. Carl Darlow, Andy Carroll, Alan Saint-Maximin still doesn't start. That's not a huge surprise for me. Said that yesterday, but Callum Wilson is not fit enough to start. However, the positive is that he's going to be involved at some point today. That's the positive going into this game. Yes, he's not starting, but the positive, we've got him back. He might not be fully fit, but at least we'll have him back. Jamal Lewis, who's just literally been frozen out of this side. This is now 5 games in a row. Unbelievable. Jeff Hendrick continues to sit on the bench. Thank God. And then you've got I Am Crap is on the bench as well. Emil Krath, which I'm happy about. Javier Manquillo. And then you've got Joe Willock, which is a little bit of a surprise. That's probably the big one for me. Joe Willock on the bench, considering he didn't come off the bench and scored against Spurs. What more can you ask of the lad? Yeah, I'm very surprised he's not starting today. But the positives, again, if you want to flip it, is that if Newcastle need a goal, it's 1-1, it's 0-0, it's 70 minutes played, you can effectively bring on Willock, Saint-Maximin, and Wilson. So that's something to look forward to. Hopefully Bruce gets his substitutions made a little bit earlier, but that's a bit of positivity, at least from the bench. Not from the start, though. However, going through the lineup, Martin Dubravka, it looks like it's going to be exactly the same as last week with the same kind of formation. Jacob Murphy will be on the right-hand side in this / wing-back role right in midfield when Newcastle are in possession. On the other flank, you've got Matt Ritchie. So both of them, for me, deserve to start. We talked about this in the preview on Friday. So I'm happy to see those two continue. And then we've got Big Fed back. Federico Fernandez is back, which is great. Leadership, him and Clark. Kieran Clark was on the bench last time. Both of them start, which is great. And then you've got Paul Dummett, who will be playing left centre-back. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering we've just lost Lascelles and Fabian Scherzu for the season. The fears were going into that game that was going to be Emil Kraft. So thankfully, he's not in that lineup. And thankfully, never Jeff Hendrick, because in midfield, John Joe Shelby will captain the side. There's been a lot of debate on Twitter about that going into the rest of the season. Sean Longstaff will partner him. We predicted that last night as well. I say last night. I keep saying last night. It's Friday. And then you've got Miguel Miron, Joe Linton, who had a great game last week, and Dwight Gale. So that is your Newcastle United 11. Let's have a look at what you are saying about it. Gamer, hello mate, over on Twitch. How you doing? Shelby should have been on the bench. Candice is not very happy. I'm not happy with the whole team. Richie to play, yes, but no Murphy and Wilson for me. Start off Gale on the bench. Murphy is starting, and I think he deserves to start as well. And Callum's went on to say, I don't understand why Shelby is captain, no leadership skills whatsoever. I wanted Richie over as captain any day of the week. Yeah, Stephen mentioned that a little bit earlier. There's no Nick Pope, which is great news because he's a class keeper. So I'm delighted. I know you shouldn't wish any injury, but for Newcastle, I mean, it's stacked in Newcastle now to go on. They've got the best player, in my eyes, out. We've got 2 games in hand, and we're 3 points clear. It's a perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. But we know it is Newcastle United. It is Steve Bruce. Morning, lads, says Simon. I hope you are doing all right, Simon. And Ollie says, Miggy needs a big game today. It's exactly the type of player Burnley hate against. Yeah, Burnley hate playing against pace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the league table now because, as I say, it's a huge opportunity for the Toon to pull away. So we'll just jump down now. I hope you can see that on your screen. You should be able to. So this is currently how it is now with Fulham in Newcastle. Again, I want to talk about this when the lads start coming in with Fulham's fixtures. As I say, it is now stacked in Newcastle's favour. Go across that white line today and bag the result. If we beat Burnley, we're literally just a point behind them. That is it. And it not pulls them into it, but it pulls them next to us as like we've got someone to chase. Like we can go level with Brighton, potentially, yeah. We can go a point behind Burnley, but more importantly, we can pull away from Fulham. Now, the goal difference, we used to talk about this. The goal difference is now only 2. A few weeks ago, that was 6 or 7. So we've pulled that back a little bit. If we can win, that's 6 points clear with a game in hand. I know it's Liverpool for the doubters, but that's a free hit. If we can get a point from Liverpool, I'll take it. And now Liverpool are very, very indifferent. But if we can get that, and these are all ifs and buts, but they've got to go across the line and win today. None of this drawn and what have you, because we've got to go and win. Because you look at our fixtures coming up, we could easily lose 4 or 5 on the belt, and then we've got Sheffield United and Fulham. But we'll talk a little bit later about the game coming up when the lads, as I say, come up. We're going to reflect on the 2-2 draw from last week. I'm going to bring up some quotes from Steve Bruce from what he said after the 2-2 draw with Spurs. And he said, we're pleased, but in my opinion, it should have been 3 points. I thought we were the better side going into that. And then he's went on to say about the survival. We've put the work in again tomorrow. It will be a crucial 3 weeks. There's a lot of football to be played, but if we stay at that level, I'm confident we'll be okay. He's talked about that. And to be honest with you, lads and lasses, I don't care how we play today. I care about 3 points today. I didn't give a toss of Burnley absolutely hammer her, and they had 15 shots, and we have 1, and that 1 shot goes in. That's all I care about today. I know I've talked about performances on this channel that we will eventually get results. Today, that goes out the window. We've just got to win. Win ugly. Get the 3 points. Who cares? People are putting it say, oh, Burnley deserved it, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? We've just got to get 3 points today. Steve Bruce on Joe Litton's performance, because he did play well last week. That was arguably as good as I've seen Joe Litton play for us. Probably the easiest thing to do is stick it in the net. His touch was immaculate. He plays with great effort and endeavour. And his all-round gameplay today was terrific. His all-round gameplay has improved, but it's still not the level that we wanted to be at. Granted, he had a fantastic game last week, but he's still, for me, he's got to go up 1 or 2 levels. And then Bruce on the Spirit goes on to say, there's this nonsense about a mole in the dressing room, blah, blah, blah. There is nothing wrong with the Spirit, yeah. But he's contradicting himself because only a few weeks ago, he was actually saying that there is a mole and he'll investigate to find out who that is. So again, with Steve Bruce contradicting himself, making himself look a little bit stupid once again, that doesn't surprise you. And then, of course, last week, Andy Carroll was missing. He is back on the bench today. Ryan Fraser continues to be missing through injury, through a groin. However, as we've seen before, Federico Fernandez is back. And Bruce went on to say they're all missed out through injury. Let's have a look at what you're saying in the comments before we move on to some clips that I have for you. So I hope Joe Litton can do well today. Hayden, hiya mate, I hope you are good. Yes, 3 points is a must. Mike totally agrees. Candice has went on to say, Lee, do you think he has picked a team that can win? Joe Litton was good, but him and Gale both missed it as Wilson is fit enough on the bench, can start, scores a brace, take him off, rest him after the goal. I get your point. I totally get it. But I think the bigger picture is we've just got Callum Wilson back. And that's disappointing that he's not starting. But at least, as I say, if it's 0-0 or we're 1-0 down, we look at our bench and think, Christ, we've got Wilson, Willock and ASM on the bench. And that's not too bad. Let's try and spin that into a positive that we've got him back at least. Yes, I'm disappointed not to see him start. but at least we've got a little bit of positivity that he is in the squad. At least glad Richie is back in again after, because he had his falling out, didn't he? Come on the tune, says Thomas. Please keep your comments coming. We're going to move now to some clips before we start bringing the lads in. First of all, we're going to have, what should we start with? Willock's post-match. Here it is.
Yeah, so it was big, you know. I thought we played well. The boys played really well, you know. So to be behind, I thought it was a bit harsh. So I'm happy I can come on and make a big impact like that. Yeah, you know, I'm an Arsenal player, so it does make it a bit sweeter. But I'm happy to come here and do my job, you know, come on the pitch and make an impact that the manager told me to do. Yeah, he told me, come on, run around and try and score, you know. You got it in you to get in the box and score goals. That's what I love to do. So I was happy I could help the team with one today. As a group of players, collectively, we're all willing to fight for each other, you know. And I feel like if we continue to play like how we did today, we have no problem staying in this league.
You told me to run around and score a goal. Isn't that someone like your under nines would say? Go on, son, run around, score a goal. Great, man. Oh, crackers, man. And Simon's went to say Wilson is a too big of a risk to start. Coming off the bench is a right call. We need him for the next few matches as well. No Nick Pope yet. Talked about that later. Again, it's fantastic news for Newcastle that there's no Pope because I think it's quality. Will I go over Longstaff any day? Glad Murphy is starting, says War Peter Griffin. Appreciate the graph, says Shay. Thank you very much. A lot of content coming up today. So stay tuned to NFTV if you are watching it on Sky or Now TV. Just stick it on mute. Listen to us on the watch along. Some weird stuff goes on. We'll talk about all sorts in the watch along. So if you want to just chill and relax and stay tuned because we've got the madman Brandon on later. Does anyone realise we're playing 5 at the back? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I would agree. But is it 3 at the back? In possession is at 5 without probably a mixture. Would you take Willock on a permanent deal? I'm favourable to him, Lee, but I'm not fully there yet, if that makes sense. I do think that with midfield and centre midfield needs strength and whatever happens, whatever division we're in next season, because for me, the centre midfield, except from Hayden, is poor. You look at Matty Carragher on the side, Sean Longstaff, it's very hit and miss. Hendrick is just piss poor. I'm sorry, like he is. And we'll need more creative. I think Willock coming in is for me, if the price is right, I'll take another loan, definitely, because it's not worth it. It's not, but it depends on the fee. I know there's talk of 20 million. If push comes to shove, I would if there's anybody else. But I am happy if we were to sign him, but I'm not like fully committed. I'm about 70% in a minute. But didn't pay attention to the bench, says Simon. Daniel goes on to say, would love to see Longstaff play in the 10 again. Yeah, he was fantastic when we beat not Burnley. I've got Burnley on the brain when we beat Bournemouth. But we're going to keep to the theme with reaction. Here is Sam's take on the 2-2 draw with Spurs.
Thanks, Lee. Resilient Newcastle United display. Good value for the point. Unlucky not to take all 3. Gale had a good chance. I mean, when Gale slotted that, or failed to slot that ball through to Miggy in the first half, that was worse than his miss at Man City, in my opinion. But such is life. And again, Joe Linton had his best display in a black and white shirt today. And got his goal, well taken, calm as you like. Sean Longstaff made the calm through pass, easy pass that Dwight Gale couldn't later on in the game. But yeah, it's a point on the board. The relegation picture, I think, will be clearer within the next 2 weeks. Burnley next week away is huge. Just as big as the Brighton game, in my opinion, because the way Burnley are going lately, and if we beat them, big if, I know, but that brings them back into the mix. And it may no longer just be a 2-horse race between ourselves and Fulham. So there's that to bear in mind. And then West Ham at home, which is a game similar to Spurs considering their league position. So 2 to 4 points out the next 2 games. That'd be very, very handy. There's life in the side yet. Look, we all have our opinions of wanting to get rid of Steve Bruce, and we all want to get rid of, well, 95% of us, according to surveys, want to get rid of Steve Bruce, and I'm very much one of that 95%. But it's just a case of getting to the end of the season with our Premier League status intact now. We know he's not going to go anywhere. We know he's here for the bitter end, And results like this, although someone argue it's 2 points dropped, a point like this, a good solid point like this, could go a long way to ensuring Premier League survival.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mullenham. You'll see him later on, probably for, I think he's on the match reaction, so Sam will be with us later on. So yeah, just speaking of today, you've got me, Brandon, Johnny, Carl, Matt, and I think Adam, off the top of your head, are involved today for you. So 3/4 of the squad, basically. But that was Sam's take on the 2-2 draw, which was positive because we all thought we're going to get beat, let's face it. But we did, let's face it. So we're going into this game, if we can get on a little, Nazis, I said and don't get on a run, but I think as Steve has just said and thank you very much, Steve, as well, for your donation. Steve goes on to say, and he echoes what I say, only a win can do today, nothing else. Who cares about the performance today? Don't care if they get battered and we have to clear one off the line, we save a penalty, or there's elbows. Even though I'll take do you know what it is? And I'm not that I wish any injuries, but I'll probably take a couple of injuries if it meant that we win today. That's how much I think we've got to win. We've just got to win today. I think a point doesn't really do you justice because you look at the fixtures after Burnley, it's extremely tough. You're playing big teams in the next 5 fixtures. But yes, that was Sam's reaction. As I say, we're going to now go and have a look at the fans' take on what was there's mixed emotions here from the fans from last week, but here it is.
Would have taken a point before the game started. I thought I was kind of agreeing with Lee that it was going to be like a 4-0 sort of thing. But, yeah, just, we got a point. I thought the performance was so much more positive. I don't know why we decided to do defensive against Brighton, but then Fulham we have a go, or not Fulham, sorry, Tottenham we have a go. I don't understand that, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. What matters? All right, so here's the thing: when you're in a relegation battle, you need points. Like performances, it's great if you perform, but you got to get points because you got to survive. So we gotta. I don't even know, man. Like we gotta take this and build off of it. And if we can get a goal in the last 10 minutes of the game to get more points, then why can't we do that against other teams? Yeah, we're probably not going to do that against West Ham. And who else do we have? What, Man City?
Interesting, really. It was just a bit weird. Like, I don't know. We played a lot better in parts, but then there was still some shocking defending. Like, let's not kid ourselves. And Spurs weren't great at all. Like, I don't want to be negative because we should never be getting a point is a point gained, but it also feels like 2 points lost because we arguably should have won that game. Dwight Gale, we could have scored 3 times in that first half. So I don't want to be too negative, but like we could have won. It's more the nature of the performance than the actual point itself. Because the attitude they showed and the desire, because there was plenty of running today. You could not say the players weren't playing for Steve Bruce because they clearly were today. You could argue that they haven't been before, but they clearly were today. It's just, they've got to build on it because you can't play like that and then lose to Burnley because it's back to square one.
Big time, yeah. We took the game to Tottenham, which I didn't expect at all before the game, but like same as the Villa game, I felt so elated and so deflated at the same time. I said it after the Villa game. Like, it's a massive point for us, and I would have taken a point at the start, but at the same time, we deserve more than a point, I think. I wasn't happy with the starting 11, but at the same time, that's kind of what we're limited to at the moment. But Shelby, I loved him over the years and that, but I don't know if it's that his heart isn't in it anymore or what it is with him, but he has to get out of the team in some capacity. I would have started Willock because he came on and looked so bright coming off the bench, like, and obviously got a goal. And yeah, Shelby, all he really does is stand and pass. Like, he's so immobile, so static.
Yeah.
I don't think he's kind of the way forward
He's
of
just not that
aggression,
person
and that
anymore.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't go into tackles anymore. Or when
Yeah.
he does, it's kind of one that the player is getting closer to him rather than getting away from him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Shelby has so much ability. Like, I used to lobby for him to get into the England squad a few years back, but
Same, mate.
now I wouldn't even have him in the Ireland squad, like, and that's desperate enough. But
Don't tell me you'd start Jeff Hendrick over him.
oh, don't start.
I think for me that a point is probably deserving. I mean, obviously, today's game, the way that we played was a league better than against Brighton, a lot better. But at the same time, I think there was sort of a lack of consistency throughout the entire match, which I think the two people prior to us kind of mentioned. I mean, I was sort of thinking around 75 minutes in the second half, like what's actually happened in the second half other than Almiron clearing the ball off the line. But I guess you kind of have to, as much as it pains me to say it, you kind of have to give Steve Bruce a little bit of credit within the context of this game, obviously, for some of the substitutions that he made, and also the lineup in bringing Matt Ritchie in, obviously, who brings a lot of heart and, well, just energy to the team. Sean Longstaff also, I was pleased to see come in. But I mean, it just goes to show that if you make positive substitutions and you don't wait until the last 5 minutes, then one of them might pay off, which is what happened with Willock.
I think so. I think we played probably the best we've played in a long time, months at least. There seemed to be a bit of spirit about the team. There seemed to be a bit of fight, even though, you know, we go in front and then, I mean, it's two absolutely calamitous mistakes that gift Spurs back into the game, because I didn't think at that point, particularly after we've scored, Spurs did not deserve to be leading at half time. They didn't. And it was because we handed them that impetus, you know, straight from the kickoff. They go and score. You know, you can't, that's criminal in the Premier League to do. But, you know, we did respond well. We came out in the second half. I feared for us in the second half initially. I thought, well, the heads drop, well, the confidence be gone now, and, you know, Spurs just going to take this. But we were all over Spurs in the second half, and that's what we wanted to see. If we'd lost, I'd have been disappointed, but happy at the level of performance that we put in. And I think, at the very least, a point was deserved. We could have won, especially when you look at Joe Linton's chance, and even Dwight Gale should have scored in the first half. The last two guys you're on were talking about John Joe Shelvey. That was a terrific ball into the box to Dwight Gale. In all fairness to Shelvey, that was
it was the first one. Sorry, mate. Yeah,
and Gale should have scored. But yeah, as I say, it's a good performance.
Yeah, it was. When I first seen it, I thought instantly we're going to play five at the back, but then I was really happy to see Ritchie back in the lineup. It's been a while, and he's one of my favourite players. Like, I love his enthusiasm. I love it when he scores a goal, runs up to the post, to the corner flag, and gives it a bit of a kick. And that was you could instantly see straight away when he was on the field that he was just really playing for the shirt, and it's something that we've missed for the last couple of weeks.
definitely.
And just just a top player, and we just miss him. To be fair, I've been watching the Villa and Fulham game, and I'm just a bit worried still.
Same, mate.
I'm just a little bit worried. I think if we play the way that we played tonight, we go out and give it our best, we might pick up some points against Burnley. I watched them the game before, and like they were up 2-0, but they gave it away. And I think if Saint-Maxi starts, or even Callum Wilson gets some minutes, we might have an opportunity to nick 3 points, which will be really vital for our season. When I was being been watching a couple of the videos like for the last probably month, maybe a bit more, but I think one of the boys said before, like those last 5 games that we had was vital for our season. And when we played Brighton and put on that shambolic performance, I thought, that's it, we're done. But then we have international break. Maxi gets a bit more fitness and there is hope. And that's being a Newcastle supporter, I guess. There's always that hope in the background, but I'm just not certain yet. I really do hope that we put it together and get some wins. We just need a win, I think, and then the camp might get boosted and we might go on a run like Fulham. Not as good as Fulham, but if we get that win, I think the talk of the town, obviously in Newcastle, everyone talks about football, but I think it'll channel back to the camp and we'll get some positive performances out of that.
Welcome back, everybody. I've got a strange person with me. Hello, Johnny Left.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm all right. Where you been hiding all the past week? Where you been?
Oh, I've literally, I was off yesterday, but I've just done 7 days in a row at work, so it's just been a long week, long week. But got a couple of days off now. Looking forward to it today. Should be good.
You'll be getting forward to everybody everywhere open. No, is restaurants open on Monday? They're not there tomorrow.
They can go out. They can eat outside. So it's like it's if the weather's nice, we'll be busy. If the weather's not nice, it'll be just normal anyway. But yeah, I'm just to be fair, I've got the first 2 days off of it, so I'll find out by Wednesday if it's busy enough.
And you're sporting an absolute iconic shirt. I don't think I've ever seen you in that, Johnny. Is that you?
Well, my mate, I've got a friend. I'll give him a shout out. John Wiles, big Newcastle fan. He wanted a PS5, and he was just selling a few of these replica shirts. And I saw this one. I was like, "Go on, see if we can do a bit of a mates rate on this one." So I've got this one a little bit cheaper. So it's the old one. I'll stand up a little bit. Actually, there you go. Yeah,
the Champions League. Yeah, the Champions League
Yeah.
campaign, Barcelona. People are asking, is Johnny on the watch along?
I am on the watch along. I've done one already, and that was the Brighton game. And
Watch out.
I've seen that comment as well about the beard. This is what happens when, like, this is a little secret for you, right? I get my beard done properly. So Tuesday, 11:30 in Whitley Bay, I'm getting my beard done. I cannot wait. I'll not say what I look like in terms of what other people have been putting in the comments, but I'll say it's a bit big now in it. So 2 more days, no more after this video.
Get some of that, what do you call it? Do you know that makes your beard sparkle?
Oh, no, no.
Go glitzy.
Go glitzy. No, I thought you were going to say Manscaped or something up in my beard.
No, if you keep the beard, you don't need I mean, you can always
exactly.
use Manscaped to trim it, but if you're going to go all glitzy, I think, oh, God, we've got a double act coming on because I think Brandon's putting on the same top as you.
He's just copying us, man. He's just, honestly, I'm texting every night to tell him what I'm putting Newcastle top and putting on, and he's just obviously just beating us today.
There we go. So I feel like a right idiot.
Oh, lovely top, Brandon. I love that.
Yeah, I know, right? Just nicked your idea as well. I thought you can go as twins now.
Somebody message Carl and tell him that it's Champions League.
I hope Carl's wearing it right now, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Carl, if you're watching, you need to put a Champions League top on. Right, and how are you, Brandon?
Good. I tried to open my window, but good. Yeah, slept good.
Yeah,
had a good show yesterday.
Yeah, you did. And Howie the Mag with John Sinclair, funny bloke, isn't he?
He's a proper man. I like John.
Really good.
Yeah, it's funny. I had to listen carefully because he's got a proper strong Geordie accent, and then he just loses it and goes posh. It's like, what's he just saying? But he's sound. He is absolutely sound. So we've got Johnny and Brandon with us until Carlos joins us in about 15 minutes or so. What I wanted to do, lads, is look at the league table first before we jump on talking about the lineups, because there's positivity and negativity amongst Newcastle lineup, which doesn't surprise anybody. But the league table, here it is. Johnny, I haven't heard from you because you've obviously been busy at work. What's your thoughts after Friday night? Last minute, that would have been devastation for Fulham.
I'm surprised you didn't hear me in Wall's End. I was absolutely buzzing. We'd just finished, and I was just having my dinner about 9:30, 10:15, and I thought, it's 3 minutes of injury time. I thought, well, do I stay down here for 3 minutes now? It'll probably be 0-0. So I walk upstairs, but I keep my Wi-Fi on, and I just had the flash scores, the beep on. I was like, it beeped. I was thinking, oh no, Fulham have definitely scored, and I seen Wolves had scored, and I was surprised I didn't hear us. So I was delighted by that. Look, massive result. I think Fulham missed a massive opportunity. Now they've given it back to us. 2 games in hand with 3 points clear. If we can get 4 points from the next 2 games, because we play today, then we play West Ham next Saturday lunchtime. If we're 7 points clear with 6 games to go, and we go down, we deserve to go down, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think today, I was just saying, I don't know if you heard us earlier on, we've just got to win today. I don't care about the performance. I mean, you've got a soft spot for Burnley, haven't you?
I wouldn't go as that far. No, I used to live in Burnley years ago. Sean Dyche had I was just telling the members, I'll give them people a little insight. So I went to Burnley in 2012, and Eddie Howe was the manager, and Sean Dyche became the manager a couple of months later. And we had a little bit of an insight at the time. It was either going to be Mick McCarthy or Paolo Di Canio. That was where the betting was, and then Michael Appleton. And Sean Dyche came up absolutely nowhere. He wasn't even in the betting, really. And then he just came on with the Burnley tie, and he was going to be the manager. But he's done absolutely brilliant job at Burnley. I hope they stay up Burnley, because it's a short away day. It's only 2 hours away. And you look at the teams that are getting promoted, Norwich and Watford. That's not down the road. So, yeah, for me, Burnley I've seen their team, and we'll probably go on a little bit later, but it's not a strong team really on paper, is it?
No, it's very work-like. But yeah, I would like to keep Burnley in the league. I think they will, to be honest. But it is a short drive, but that mountain which you go across in the dark, Lemonel scares the living shit out of me, because you can't see us, scattering bends and that.
Exactly.
And Brandon, obviously, you spoke to John yesterday about it. How was his reaction to Fulham losing?
Well, he said it can be the deal breaker for today's season, right? And I agree with him on that. So, yeah, we have to win this one. And like Johnny says as well, 1 more point, and that will probably will do. Possibly against West Ham, the most likely one.
Do you know what? Even if it ended 0-0, I would have thought, yeah, decent result, 0-0 stops them from winning.
No, not today. Not today.
No, I meant Fulham's game.
Fulham's game, sorry.
If Fulham drew with Wolves, I would have been, yeah, that's fine. That's only a point closer. We've still got those 2 games in hand. We've looked at Newcastle's fixtures, not really Fulham's, but if I have a look, Johnny, I'll come to you. The next 2, Arsenal away and Chelsea away. They're toughies, aren't they? I know Arsenal are very indifferent, but
yeah. For me, I don't see them getting more than 1 point from those 2 games. I don't think they'll beat Chelsea. Chelsea looked brilliant yesterday, and they need to get into the top 4 minimum. And I think they'll look at that game and go, well, we can definitely get something there. Arsenal, it depends what Arsenal are doing in the Europa League. To be honest, they drew 1-1 on Thursday at Slavia Prague, and they've got the return leg next Thursday. And if they lose that game, going into that Fulham game, they might feel deflated. If they can somehow get through to the semi-final, I think they'll actually feel quite positive going to this game. I think that's the game that Fulham will think there's more likely than getting points from. But I can only see them getting a point at Arsenal at best. I don't think they've got a good record at Arsenal. It's those 2 games after Arsenal and Chelsea. Burnley at home and Southampton away. Burnley, yes, you've mentioned very workmanlikely, could get a win there. Southampton, we've seen Brighton get a win there. It could happen, but I think if they're still 4 points behind us by the time we come out to Manchester United, we've got Sheffield United. I'd like to think we'll get at least a point more than them after those games, and that should be enough. So that's why today's such a huge game. If we can win today, I expect Newcastle to win today. I actually expect us to win today, and if we don't win, I'll be disappointed.
I also don't want to think you want to let it come to that last game against Fulham.
Yeah, definitely not.
The last one against Sheffield should be the one that's going to secure us for sure.
You don't want to go into the last 2 because it's pressure cooker. I think if Burnley won today and then West Ham are flying, Liverpool are slowly getting better. Arsenal are very indifferent. They could still be in Europe. I think Leicester will go in for the Champions League. I think they'll get it. Even if Man City win the league, that's the only hope for me. If Man City win the league, play the kids, but even their reserves can.
Their kids are Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
And maybe with Sheffield already being relegated can help us as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully they look at youth, but even the kids is really, really strong because they buy abroad, a lot of them. And now Rory Delap's son's going to be very, very. He's a big name in the youth squads, but doesn't do throw-ins. But those are the Tunes fixtures. Obviously, it's tough after Burnley. So, I mean, I could say it's getting 0 points. And then it goes to Sheffield United and Fulham. It's massive, isn't it? Absolutely huge. But those are the fixtures. Let's have a look at Burnley. The big one, Johnny, no Nick Pope. Huge boost.
Well, I can just see Bailey Peacock-Farrell on the screen right now, and his only previous Premier League appearance was a 5-0 defeat to Manchester City last season. So he hasn't got Premier League experience. He played for Leeds in the Championship and was very hit and miss. But I think Burnley saw it as a good deal to bring him in. He has got a bit of potential. Northern Ireland's #1 keeper. He has made a couple of fantastic saves, but he has got an error in him. We've got to be testing him very early on. Set pieces. We've got to do almost Burnley-like. Get as many people on him as possible. Make it really uncomfortable for him the first 20 minutes. And if we can do that, you never know when you get the likes of ASM, Wilson in the second half. Can they test him as well? But yeah, huge. He was England's goalkeeper not long ago, Nick Pope, for the last 3 games. So he obviously must have an injury. He wouldn't have been dropped. I don't think he's on the bench. So yeah, big chance for him to be the Burnley's #1. But we've got to take advantage of it. Our strikers have got to be on form today. Got to have shots at him. Got to make it difficult for him.
Yeah, crosses. Richie from the left, get them in. Murphy from the right as well. Test them. Northern Ireland's #1. Because some sort of family relation, isn't it? And he plays for the Northern Irish. But remember, we beat Burnley 3-1, which was one of our better performances last earlier on the season when ESM was on fire that night. Brandon, I'll come to you about the defence.
Yeah.
What do we know about Tarkowski? Me, great partnership, very underrated.
Yeah.
I said earlier on that I would be more happy if Peters started than Charlie Taylor on the left, because Peters is very industrial. Obviously, he's a fellow Dutchman, so I'm sure he'll drop in there.
Yeah,
but if
you already did. But he just came back from an injury, so he can be a bit rusty. He had a thigh injury, if I remember well.
I think we've got to test them, both the fullbacks, especially Peters with pace, Almiron, and then even ESM later. If Joe Linton's out wide, hold the ball up. So I think they can get at with something to get at. And then if you look
at
at
upcoming backs, it like we played against Tottenham, that looks very, very promising actually.
It does. Where do you expect Dwight McNeil to play, Johnny? Is it because they've got him on the graphic possibly on the right, but he's comfortable even on the left as well?
Yeah, he's comfortable either side, right or left. I think obviously looking on their graphic, I probably expect him to start on the right-hand side, cutting in on his left foot, which is obviously going to be interesting. Matt Ritchie, Paul Dummett, in particular, going to have to watch him, which I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable with the pair of them, to be with the respect to kind of deal with them. Because normally with Wolves, I was going to say Wolves there, with Burnley, it's normally 2 big lads, but they've actually changed it a little bit up front, which we'll touch about later. McNeil, we've seen what he can do. Look, that goal against Everton at Goodison Park, T-Rex arms could get absolutely nowhere near it, and he has got that in his locker. He's got the capability. I think he's probably a little bit better than Burnley, but I don't think he's quite good to make, say, a top 6 or a top 7 team regularly. I think he's probably around about that 10th place, 9th or 10th place in terms of actually where his ability is. But he's a massive, massive threat. Don't be surprised to see him switch with Goodmanson if it's not working for him. Maybe go down our right-hand side and exploit Jacob Murphy, because Murphy will want to try and go up and go forward. You might have to see Kieran Clark shift along a little bit. But he's a big threat. He's their biggest threat when you look at the team on paper.
Yeah, Goodmanson's chipped in a few goals over the year. I think he's had a bit of an injury issues this season. McNeil's obviously their talent, and if he ever does leave Burnley, they'll get at least 20 million because he's English, isn't he? And then, Brandon, I'll come to you about the centre midfield. Obviously, Westwood, we know from his Villa days. Brownhill's kind of made himself a first-team regular, but the names aren't screaming out at you, other than not like, we need to watch out for these. Oh, these are dangerous.
No.
Our midfield should, with Shelvey in there and Sean, get the better of these two.
For sure. It's the same as like Hendrik. If you see Hendrik in between there, you also think like it's no one. They don't stand out, just like Hendrik is. So it's their fellow teammate. So
we'll come to the strikers, because I know obviously you've got close relations with about 8 countries like Holland and Czech Republic and Slovakia and England and Slovenia and Russia and what have you, Latvia. Just throw them all in there.
Poland. Don't forget Poland.
Yeah, don't forget your actual home birth. Right? Vidra, obviously, he's been getting a lot of starts because I've had injuries to Barnes, but he's totally different to what they're used to because you normally associate Burnley 4-4-2, direct in diagonal ball, but he's completely different. He's the buzzer. He'll run around.
Sorry. Oh, come on. I'm trying to find the stream. Can you answer that, Johnny, please?
What are you trying to do, Brandon? Get porn on?
No. Try to get the game on.
ReleaseSky.com. Nothing to do with Lee Lawler before you start, but ReleaseSky.com. There's a good stream for you. Okay.
So
I tried out the his call. The one you just said is not working, but
is it not? All right, don't use it then.
I do not condone illegal streaming.
No,
right.
We will never do that.
In terms of Vidra, obviously he'll run around, do a lot of the legwork for Woods because Woods very underrated. I feel. I think he's a good player, and remember he was linked to the Toon a few years ago. We know what we get with Chris Woods. He's great in the air. He's got a small little bit about pace about him. Obviously, I remember him heartbreak the Leeds Championship 1-1 last minute. I thought we blew the championship title that night. Obviously, we didn't. We were all deflated doing the fan cams outside. But tell me about this strike force, Brandon.
Sorry, what? Tell me about. Oh, the strike force.
We'll just kick Brandon out, Johnny. I mean, you'll tell me.
Don't me answer it, Brandon, while you're sorting your stream out.
All right, go on, Johnny.
Yeah. Right. So, Chris, we're very physical, very, very physical. And I'm actually glad that we've got the 3 centre halves to deal with them today. I'd obviously prefer the Cells in, but Clark, Fernandez, they like a physical battle. You know, Fernandez is not that typical South American way he'll just fall down at anything. He's quite a strong bloke. So it'd be a good battle to see how they get on. He will try and win as many flick-ons as possible, and Vidya will do the runs. You will expect Wood to win every single header and try and make the most of his opportunity. Vidya is actually a player that Burnley fans in particular have really wanted to see have more starts in the team because they are very predictable, Burnley. When you look at Wood, Barnes, Rodriguez, they're all very similar to what they actually do. So Vidra is something a little bit different in terms of what he can bring to the table. I think he scored against Leicester not too long ago. It was a great finish from Vidra. So look, they are a tiny bit of a threat, but they're not, your Kane and Son from last week. Or, I wouldn't even say Vidra's as good as, say, a Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck's in great form for Brighton at the minute. So I think we've got the capability to stop them both, but I would still be wary of more of Wood in particular, because if you can stop Wood winning the flick-ons, then you're almost stopping Vidra anyway, which is a big help. But yeah, tough. It'll be a tough afternoon for the defenders, but the less that we see of Chris Wood, the more you should see of Newcastle doing well, hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to stop that diagonal ball, high press, get in the faces.
Exactly.
So he has the tunes line up for people who haven't seen it. I'll begin with the bench because we've got some of our big guns on there. It's Carl Darlow, Andy Carroll is back on the bench. Alan Saint-Maximin stays on the bench. Callum Wilson is the big one. He's on the bench. Jamal Lewis can't get a look in the side. Jeff Hendrick against his former side is on the bench. Emil Kraft drops to the bench. Javi Mankio stays there, and Joe Willock stays there. Brandon, I'll come to you with the big three. Are you surprised, first of all, not to see Willock after scoring last week, Wilson and ASM in that lineup?
For sure. I'm surprised about Willock, and I would love to start Wilson as well against a Burnley side. Just risk him. This is probably after the Brighton game. Because of the Brighton game, this is possibly the most important game this season. If we don't win this, it's going to look really ugly. So I'm surprised to see Gayle and Sean.
He cannot be fully fit then if he's on the bench. But I was saying earlier on, although it's not great to start, it's a positive, Johnny, that we've got Wilson back though.
Oh, it's a huge positive. We miss him so much. Like the last game we played with Southampton, which seems like an absolute lifetime ago, and we haven't won a game since he's come back in the team. Since he's been injured. So I think we've drawn 4 and lost 3. So it shows how much of an impact it is when he's playing. I hope that we don't use him, if that makes sense. Because if we can not use him against Burnley because we've actually got enough to beat Burnley today, then it just means there's an extra week that you can kind of get a bit more match fitness, because we have got some tough games. And Wilson could be the difference in the West Hams, the Leicesters, the Arsenals. They're the 3 slightly easier games, in my opinion, that you could potentially nick a point. Then you'd rather be almost fully fit for them. But if we need it today, I wouldn't hesitate in bringing them on, because we need 3 points today.
Yeah, we do. We don't care how we play, but like I said earlier on, it's positive that if we need a goal, at least we've got a stronger bench this week. So if it's 0-0 or we're 1-1 or we're getting beat, you could just literally chuck on Willock, ESM, and Wilson. Already the squad for me improves along with the right personnel that come off. Of course, there's no Ryan Fraser, which is disappointing because he was banging in the goals in Scotland. He misses out again. So, and obviously Jamal Lascelles is ruled out completely for the rest. Well, the Chronicle predicts it's the rest of the season. So we've got Hayden's out for the season, Fabian Schär. But we'll talk about that lineup then, Brandon. Do you expect to be Gale literally through the middle?
No, I think he will be played out wide.
Do you?
Yeah, with Joelinton next to him, I guess. Yeah.
Or not 2 up top again from last week?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 up top.
All right, so you're going for 2 up top, same as last week then.
Yeah.
What do you make of Joelinton's performance last week, Johnny?
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't happy with him starting last week, because I thought we needed somebody with a bit more of a goal threat. But I was proven wrong, and I was glad I was proven wrong. I really was. I didn't actually, contrary to what people might think, I think his first 10-15 minutes, I thought it was quite poor in the first 10-15 minutes. But after he had that shot on target, he did exceptionally well. And you've got to say, fair play to him. Took the goal well, which, look, if you're £40 million or £4 million, that chance has to go in the back of the net. Simple as that. He was a real threat. He had a really good battle with Rodon from Tottenham, and I think Rodon's a really good player. I think he'll be one for the future for Spurs. But Joelinton was an absolute threat. He made stuff really, really difficult all afternoon. Did the job that we asked for him, and we need that more often. Like, today's going to be a game where he's going to have to get stuck in. He's going to have to expect a bit of a bump, a few bruises along the way. But if he can continue the performances that he did against Spurs and really, get the headers in, make sure that his first touch is good, make sure he controls the ball well, brings others into play, then that's all we ask from him, really. That's all we ask from him. If we can get that from Joelinton, Newcastle today should win, but he has to be on song. He's got to continue his performances. It's all about consistency with him.
Tim, you're putting a dagger in our hearts. Behave yourself. Come on, Burnley. What you on about, Tim? Burnley's literally just next door to you. How, You didn't want your Lancashire rivals winning, man. Sort yourself out, Tim. Disappointed in you. Shelby and Willock together, surely. To be honest, I'll even take Shelby out if it was my pick, to be honest with you. NBC.
How happy are we though that Kraft is on the bench?
Oh, yeah, I think we'll come back. We'll move on to the defence before Carl comes in. I'll try and squeeze it all in. Bruce, get out. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with you. NBC say it's 3-5-2, same as last week. No, it's 3-5-3-3. I can't see now. 5-3-1-1. Afternoon, folks. Hiya, Robin. Thank you for continuing being a member. 2-1 win. Going into midfield then. We've just literally talked about John Joe there, Brandon. Him and Sean Longstaff, what do you make of that? No Willock?
Yeah, it's a pity. Like, I would have loved to see start Willock, because I think he's really important box to box. So, yeah. But besides that, saint-maximin, he's not what he was yet. So I like to give Joelinton that chance, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually not that disappointed that Joelinton's actually starting, to be honest.
If he's playing like last week, why not?
No, in terms of ESM, I'm not actually disappointed he's on the bench, because I just don't think the last few months he's been very stop-start with his COVID, then injuries.
Right.
Look, I think he's a great talent, don't get me wrong, but for me, he hasn't warranted starting. I think Matt Ritchie and Murphy deserve to play out wide. Even if
his best performance this season was Burnley at home.
Finally, I got my stream sorted. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Brandon sorted. He's happy.
Hey.
Sean Longstaff, Johnny's a local lad to you as well, and he needs a run of games, doesn't he?
Yeah, not necessarily in the position that he's playing it though.
Yeah. What, number 10?
He's always a number. He's going to be a number 10, and he'll probably end up playing for a different team as a number 10, or if Newcastle get relegated, because there's more of a chance that they'll go all the riskier players in number 10 in the Championship, because you'll probably get more space on the ball and more tightly go forward. And at the minute, the position that he's playing is because we haven't got anybody else really, and he's probably the most suited to what Steve Bruce wants him to do. Hendrick's just got no form whatsoever. So look, it's a big afternoon for him, but if we can get a good Sean Longstaff on the pitch, Newcastle should do well.
Shelby, Brandon, fan or not a fan?
I'm a fan of Shelby, but more as him as a character. He's been us for a while already, and he has those odd games that he's magnificent. You know what I mean? I cannot say that but you know what I mean. And then he's unstoppable, but it's just too inconsistent.
Yeah, I would totally agree with John Shelby's too inconsistent with that.
Well, I have to make a point for Shelby though. His spirit is picking up though. He's becoming he's wanted to put more graft in. I have to give him that.
He does, and he's captain, which for the rest of the season, if Lascelles isn't fit, which is what the Chronicle predict. Which I'm not keen on that idea. Like Grandro Shelby being captain, I think it could be the man on screen or Kieran Clark or Paul Dummett, Matt Ritchie, Martin Dubravka, all ahead of him for me. For me anyway. But we'll go on. We'll go into the defence because we're a couple of minutes away from kick-off. I have just WhatsApp the group. I've missed a lot of ease off out because I was typing quick. We're waiting on Carl to come in, then I can bugger off from your screens. But we'll go to the defence. Brandon, are you happy that it's, first of all, Murphy and Ritchie out wide?
Yeah, because I'm really happy on the performance of Matt Ritchie last week. As well with Murphy, the poll that I had on the Facebook page said out of 269 people who voted for yes or no to start him today, it was all 269 to start him. So that was a surprise for me, not even one no. I think they can do damage to their right and left back.
Especially Murphy with his pace against Eric Peters.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's good as well that we have Clark and Federico Fernandez covering Wood.
I think you've got to go after Peters, me. I think you've got to. We can see Carlos. Is that Carlos in the background? It looks like it is. We'll bring him in a second. But I just want to, before we move, give Carl bringing in Johnny. Great to see Fernandez and Clark in the lineup.
Yeah, just they're just doing a 2 minute of silence for Prince Philip as we speak. But in terms of the centre halves, Clark's scored against Burnley for Newcastle a couple of years ago. If you remember that,
I remember.
Very well.
I remember. You were proper early. You came and seen at half time, didn't you?
Oh, honestly,
the previous year, I was proper ill as well. It must be just Burnley.
Yeah. I'm actually happy that Kieran Clark and Fernandez are both playing. I didn't want Emil Kraft in the starting 11 today. So, yeah, very happy. Hopefully we can get another goal from Kieran Clark.
Are you happy, Brandon, that they're in?
Yeah, I'm totally. Like I said before. I just said it.
You got your dodgy stream sorted out?
Yeah, almost.
Right. I'm going to jump off. Did you know, Johnny, that we have loads of YouTube accessories and computer games on our Amazon?
I didn't. Get a clip on.
Wait, you do now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon yourself.
Hello, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. How are you?
Nervous.
Yeah, same. Just how far in are we?
Haven't started yet, mate. They've just finished the 2 minute silence for Prince Philip.
Fair enough.
Same for me.
Have you seen that they've all the EFL fixtures have had to change for next week because obviously the funeral for Prince Philip's next Saturday at 3:00.
No, I didn't see that. Makes
Yeah.
sense, I guess.
Yeah, well, I've got a friend of mine who's a big Hull fan, and he's like, "Oh, he lives for his football," like, and he was gutted.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine.
It's only going to change so about. It's probably going to be like a 12:30 kickoff or a 5:00 kickoff.
I think there was what was it? Something on Friday with the Aintree races. A lot of people were the same, kicking off about it and stuff. We're like, the man's just passed away, but
Terrible, isn't it?
yeah.
How are you feeling, Carl?
Mildly optimistic. Mildly optimistic.
It's just gonna be a tough watch today. Like, if you're in neutral, you wouldn't wake up at 11:30 for Burnley Newcastle, would you?
Definitely not. Definitely not. The lads that are watching, you know, from in the US and stuff at like 7:00 in the morning, fair play.
Yeah,
that's 100%. All I can say.
100%. I don't get why we're not playing in our black and white kit today. That annoys me.
Makes zero sense, does it?
I don't get it, but yeah, can we not like lose 3-0 this time? Because like I don't really want to come at every stream that we do, and we're 3-0 down, and I have to explain that why the other team is better than us.
Oh dear.
Do I hear someone's stream or whatever?
I've got mine on mute, so
okay. Right, then it.
Oh, Steve's at it again already, you know, Carl.
Mate, you're a hero. Absolute hero at 7 a.m. Crazy.
Steve is mental.
Steve, what are you having for breakfast in America? Like, what's getting you going? It must be just like a cup of coffee. Like, that's all you can have, like, at 7:00 on a Sunday morning.
I can't even be asked to be drinking beer now at the moment.
I had a few beers last night, actually.
You did?
Yeah.
I will though soon. If we want to go up, I will definitely grab a beer. Or actually, I should watch out. Last watch along when I went for a beer, it was 1-1 in that 30 seconds.
If you don't mind, just wait until like we've got a penalty or something, and then come back and look.
Well, I just wait until half time.
What minute are you guys on?
Just kicked off.
You're just kicked off?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you on, Carl?
2:05.
Yeah,
I'm 15 seconds in.
I'm on 2 minutes 10.
Okay.
I'm
can't believe the broadcasters aren't showing it in your country, Brandon. That's terrible.
Yeah, because it's like a lower. It's not the teams that a lot of Dutch people are excited about. You know, so they are now broadcasting an Italian game actually instead of our game. It's pathetic.
Who do these people think they are?
Yeah, I don't know. They're just a bunch of not saying.
Crazy enough. Crazy.
No way, man.
They're showing Inter Cagliari.
Oh well, Inter Milan, I suppose, is probably a little bit better than us, but it's not like the top of Serie A. But yeah.
Someone help Flaming Skills out in the chat for a stream.
Yeah, get a stream for Flaming Skills. I think this is a big day for Shelby today. Captain, he does like the responsibility of being captain. We have seen some good performances from him, Carl.
I was surprised. I saw a few people put in the chat. I was surprised that Willock didn't potentially start over him today, but yeah, I never want to see. I never want to bash Shelby that much. I just want him to have the games that we expect from him. Don't want him to end up being a wasted talent. You know what I mean? So yeah, big role for him today.
I wonder how Arsenal will be thinking as well, because they'll be thinking, right, we've asked you to take this lad on loan.
And now,
you can't really do much.
No.
I just don't like this kit. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of this kit at all. I'll love it if we win today, but I'm not a fan of this one.
I'm now at 3:10.
Oh, you've taken a minute off what we're on then, because you were about 2 minutes behind at one point.
I switched from the streaming website. Only this one is all the time lagging, man. Wait, what's going on?
Cross coming in. Gale. Oh, nearly. Well, maybe not nearly. It was almost like a glance on, really.
My stream must have
gonna-
slowed down.
I'm gonna try to watch it on my phone. Maybe that.
Am I is your stream working, Carl? Is it?
Must have slowed down by like 10 seconds. What are you on, mate?
I'm on 458.
Yeah, I'm 450. Don't know why it just suddenly slowed down.
Yeah, it was probably the only thing that was really. I can hear that. It's the only thing that we've really seen so far. Burnley have got a chance, mind. Vidra, good block. Yeah, we've it's probably the only thing that we've really had so far for anybody that's just joined the stream. It was a cross from Fernandez, and I thought Gale got there first, and
I see it now. Yeah,
you're thinking that he's actually glanced it on towards goal, but it wasn't actually. He didn't actually get the best connection on it, but but these are the sort of games that you kind of expect Gale to get chances and actually maybe take them today, because it's like bottom Premier League teams, Championship teams. Really, he's got that in his locker to get the odd goal.
What's going on in the chat?
No idea.
No idea what any of that means.
Well, not even.
No offense.
I know. It's a bit of a dodgy challenge from Jacob Murphy there on Dwight McNeil.
Yeah, I just seen that.
I'm not too sure about this Dwight McNeil, Jacob Murphy. And it almost, I don't know about you, Brandon, but Mankio and Kraft on the bench. And you've got Jacob Murphy playing right back. I don't know what that says about our right back options.
Yeah, well, he's more an attacker and he's getting used as a right back. So it says it all. Even Bruce probably don't even rate him anymore.
Yeah.
What minute are you on, Johnny, now?
6 minutes and 52.
Is
that what you're on, Carl?
Now I'm only 4 seconds behind. I don't know what's going on, mate. It's like,
That's not too bad.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, header from Ben Mee there. Was it Ben Mee or Tarkowski there? Sorry.
Yeah, Tarkowski.
Yeah, was it free? It's free header from the free kick that Jacob Murphy gives away. No real danger to Dubravka, goes out for a goal kick. But Newcastle, it's not been the best or worst start. I think both teams realise the importance of staying in the game as long as possible. There's not really been a lot of goals in these games over the years. I think the most we've had at Turf Moor there's been 3 goals where we won 2-1. So, yeah.
Would you question that gets thrown around quite a bit, mate? Would you take relegation if it meant Bruce and Ashley were to go?
No.
If Ashley was to go, I'd probably take her for a season. Yeah. If I was guaranteed to go straight back up the next season, I'd sacrifice a year. But all these takeover theories, all on the base that Newcastle stay in the division. I don't look at the takeovers anymore. I really don't, because I don't know what's gonna. I generally don't know what's gonna happen. But from what a lot of people are saying that are, pay to find out this information, it all hangs on Newcastle staying in this division. So,
yeah, there was a lot of people, weren't there, thinking, oh well, maybe it's he's taking us to the Championship to get the takeover push through. But we know, and especially after speaking to Alex Hurst as well, we've still got to go through the Premier League owners and directors test if we're to get promoted. So it would be irrelevant anyway.
Vidra, blocked. He's the bit of a menace, isn't he, Vidra?
Yeah.
Bit of a menace. Burnley just starting to grow into the game a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to Lachlan Merton. Appreciate it, mate.
Jesus, man. These streams keep lagging all the time. What's going on?
Oh.
Don't get it.
We're just kind of getting away with it at the minute. Ooh. Don Dubravka's got it. That's fine. Yeah, we just seem like we're getting away with it at the minute. Burnley just seem to be growing a little bit more confidence. I'm just a bit more bit concerned because I think we need to be a bit more on the attacking foot today. Like I really do.
Were you happy with the lineup, Johnny?
I would have liked to see Saint-Maximin start. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
Wilson, I kind of was almost expecting he was going to be on the bench. The reason why I think Saint-Maximin, he has done well against Burnley over the few games that he's played against them, and I just thought it might have been a game for him. But if he's not fit, maybe not. Oh, you bugger! Ooh.
Who nearly
scored there? Sean Longstaff. He did this last week against Spurs, where he had like a first-time cross, but it almost went in.
Right.
Was pretty close, wasn't it? To be fair.
You bugger. He's definitely tried to shoot, like, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's definitely seen him off his line.
I'm still at Ben Mee's chance.
Yeah, it's a chance, isn't it? A chance is a chance.
Right.
It's going to be interesting today, like.
Yeah. What minute would you reckon, if it's still 0-0, what minute would you put Tony Wilson on?
Depends how much you think he can get. You can get out of him a day. Has he spoken to Bruce beforehand and said, "Well, what can you give us today? Can you give us half an hour, or not?" I don't know. To be honest. I'd like to think he can give you half an hour. If it's 0-0 at 60, maybe 65 at the very latest. Then
later than that, it's going to be not really useful anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What minute are you on, Johnny?
11:35.
I think I'm just catching up. Cool.
Is that what you're on? Is it?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm about 3 seconds behind, mate.
Yo, Brandon, to check your Discord.
Yeah,
Have you checked Discord recently?
Appreciate that, Steve. Didn't have to donate $5 while doing it, mind.
Yes, mental.
I would have read through it, mate. Yeah, it does seem that way a little bit. But hey, hopefully Wilson and ASM could come on, and Willock, they'd be the three that we want to see in the second half, I'd have thought, to make a big impact.
Do you think all those three will come on? Because
realistically, no.
Says that, don't they?
Realistically, no, mate. No. It'll be either who's on the bench, Kraft and Manquillo.
Yeah, one of them I guarantee it come on today,
Yeah.
aren't they? I just
yeah.
Yeah, just need to grab the game by the scruff of the neck today. Oh, it's poor for Murphy. That got to keep.
That's what it'll seem like, mate. Definitely. Loads of optimism, but don't see us getting 3 points for this formation. Bruce will prefer. Yeah, 100%. That's what it seems on the face of it.
Yeah, I think the first goal is going to be crucial today, lads. I have to be honest. I know it sounds cliche, but I just think the way this game is going to pan out already, I think the first goal is going to be huge. Dwight McNeil again. He just loves it. The good thing about Dwight McNeil, very similar to Alan Saint-Maximin, he loves to go forward straight away. As soon as he's got the ball, right, what can we do? Can we go forward? Can we get into their half rather than go backwards and start again?
Yeah.
Corner for Burnley, though. Shit, it's a brick. Oh, my God.
That's a very good point, Brandon. If you don't have a VPN, we've got one that sponsors us, Spider VPN. Fucking hell, we're a bit late on that one, weren't we, boys? Steve's teed us up and everything.
That's fine.
Burnley just had this corner. Burnley just had a corner from Westwood. It was a great header at the front post. Well saved by Dubravka. Newcastle just about clear it. Is there a foul there? Is there a foul by Dummett on me? It's Goodmanson with the header, saved. And when Dummett tries to clear it,
He's
This
caught him,
means
hasn't
he has caught him. Now, is that a blatant and obvious error? And will the referee go over to VAR to have a look? By the sound of it, I think we're okay. I think we've kind of got away with it.
I was going to say, I think it's harsh.
I'll tell you, we've got away with it in about 5 seconds. Yes, we have. We've got away with it.
like basically, you, Johnny and Carl, are now my commentators. It's much better than the Sky ones. Can tell you that.
Hey, I don't even know who's commentating the Sky today, to be honest.
Nor do I.
I don't really want to switch them on. Like,
don't give them that clout.
no, definitely not.
It's nothing.
Yeah, Ben Mee's going to be a threat from set pieces, along with you, like TV, Chris Woods, and
that's why I'm happy
Tarkowski.
with Clark and Fernandes there.
Yeah, I don't even think Emil Kraft would have started today. I think it would have been your Fernandez and your Lascelles if Lascelles was fit today. Like,
Right. Kraft is weak in any kind of way, especially in the air, if you ask me.
yeah, 100%. I agree with that. 100%.
Haven't seen much of Joe Linton today yet.
Not yet. No, he was one, and Ben Mee won a header off him, which is no surprise. Again, I understand that he couldn't drop him today because he's played well, but this is the sort of game. Maybe it was better for Wilson, but if he's not fit, maybe you're just going to have to see if Joe Linton can give you 60, 65 minutes, or Gale gives you 60, 65 minutes, and then bring you Wilson and your ASMs on, etc. But
would be a little bit punch in the gut for Joe Linton if he got dropped after that last week performance.
100%. Oh, keep it just about dealing with it. Joe Linton, to be fair, is running. It's a through ball from Longstaff, and the keeper does just enough. Really, he'll be nervous. This is what I'm saying. I said this is with Brandon earlier. He'll be nervous today because it's his first Premier League game. God knows how long he's known that he's going to be playing this game, and Joe Linton does put a little bit of pressure on him. And he just about deals with it. But
you can just see in his face as well. He looks nervous, doesn't he?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a big game for, obviously it's a massive game for Newcastle, but this is a big game for Burnley. If Burnley won today, you would conceive that they're out of the relegation battle now.
Yeah.
They'll be 10 points clear of Fulham, so they will go, well, 10 points with 6 games to go. They're not going to catch us, which I would agree with. So massive game.
Yes, Flaming Skills is still looking for a link, guys. If someone can help him out in the chat, we can't really say it on here.
I will let him know.
It's on Now TV. If you've got Now TV in Australia,
I'll give you my logins, but it's probably about 3 minutes behind as well.
Chance for Burnley here. Oh shit! 1-0. Fuck's sake.
Yes.
Fuck's sake. Mate Vidra. Oh no. Chris Wood does really well down the left-hand side, and haven't done enough. And
do you think we've stood off Chris Woods a little bit there to see him down the line, Johnny?
We have done. We've got to get a lot tighter, a lot closer to him. And the Wood-Vidra partnership, we spoke about this in the preview. Like, it's just a long ball, and Kieran Clark heads it away, comes back to Westwood. And Kieran Clark, it's just too easy. And you can see Fernandez is trying to say, go down the line. Plays it across the box, and it's a good finish from Vidra. On the balance of play, you'd probably say Burnley just about deserve it so far, but really poor defending from Newcastle. Really poor defending from Kieran Clark. Far too easy.
Who was it? Yeah, Fernandez. I don't like that Clark and Fernandez are so close to him, and neither of them have peeled off. Like, Fernandez could have covered. He was too close for Clark. For me, I don't know what you think.
Way too close.
Because Clark's got no other option than to see him down the line, but you know, Clark could have probably committed there with Fernandez covering him.
That's such a soft goal.
Yeah,
that is really such a soft goal. And those are the goals that you don't want to be giving away. You want to be saying, right, if you're going to score, make it difficult for ourselves. Now we're going to have to really go for it. We can't afford to lose today. Really cannot.
It's not over yet, blood.
It's not. It's early on, but this is what I'm saying. We need a goal. We need a goal desperately, and now.
I think, Connor, it's just crap communication between the pair of them, to be honest.
What I don't get is Kieran Clark is like so not even tight one really.
That's what I mean, mate. Like with Fernandez that close to him, you should be able to commit, and because you got Fernandez covering you, and clearly they're not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he commits and Woods gets past him, at least you've still got Fernandez covering, rather than, if he beats the pair of you at that distance, you've got loads of space behind you then, which is what happens. So it's
a bit naughty. Yeah,
only positive we can say is that we came back as well against Tottenham. So
yeah. Look, we've got to get back into the game
quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. We haven't seen enough of Miggy, for example, so far in his first 20 minutes. I haven't seen enough of the two striking options we've got in Joe Linton and Gale. So, what's he doing there, man? Dear me. Kieran Clark looks like he's playing for Islands at the minute, not Newcastle. You bugger. It's hard to remain positive when you know it's such an important game.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's like Johnny said, if they get a result today, Burnley are virtually out of it, aren't they? So
I wouldn't class Burnley in it. Even if they get a point today, I think a point's good enough for Burnley. 34 points. They're going to pick up one more win from that at the end of the season.
And they're going to feel like that, and they're going to want to turn the screw today. That's what worries me.
I'm just watching this goal again, right? It's so easy. Like, Chris Wood does so well. And, again, you can see Carl, you're spot on. There was just no communication between the pair of them. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's that frustrating that Fernandez is pointing down the line, but you stood behind Kieran Clark. Fucking tell him, don't point. He hasn't got eyes in the back of his head. He can't see. Oh, frustrating. Like you say, mate, just poor from the both of them.
Yeah, I think today, if Burnley do go on to win this game, it's 1 from 3 from Brighton, Newcastle, and Fulham probably. But Brighton look good enough anyway to get out of it. I think they can get a win. I'll put it out there. Do you think Newcastle need 2 wins from now at the end of the season? Do you think 35 points will be enough, considering you're asking Fulham to win 3 of our 6 just to catch us?
Yeah, I at one point I didn't think 40 could be enough, the way things were, but I think we've all probably got a little bit blinded by a few good results from Fulham, but we've been given so many opportunities to get out of this. So I do think if we do get those 2 wins, mate, I think we should be safe. But I just worry where we're going to get them from.
Yeah. 2 wins from 8. Can Newcastle get 2 wins from 8? That's what you're asking.
You'd like to say yes, wouldn't you? But it just seems like that's a difficult task to ask for at the moment with this side.
Yeah, so Newcastle had a corner, and again we play short fucking corners every week. Why do you do it? Honest to God, man. Really boils my piss when you do short corners, when you take so long to win a corner in the first place to Newcastle, and you fucking ruin it by going with short corners.
I think it mostly has to do with the length that Burnley has in the squad. As they know, in the air you don't really have a chance, really. So they try to mix it up. And
this is a problem, Anthony, but I feel like we're already in that cycle.
Yeah, I've just seen a comment from NUFC 1882. 2 wins in 20, and you think we can win 2 and 8. I'm not saying we're going to win 2 and 8, but I think that's what we have to do.
Absolutely. We both said it's a difficult task for our side, but Johnny's right. That's what we need.
We need someone to stand up and go, do you know what? I'll take the responsibility here. Because if Burnley score the next goal, we're absolutely knackered here. Because I think you'll have to bring on ASM at half-time. We'd even risk bringing Wilson on at half-time as well, if we're 2.
Yeah.
Murphy hasn't started the game well at all. Dwight McNeil's just literally had the better of him all game so far.
I do agree with this comment from Connor as well. No creativity in the middle. Feel like it would have made a difference, especially with the Burnley style of play. I absolutely agree with that 100%.
The thing is, Burnley play 4-4-2, and everybody says it's outdated. But it works if you do your jobs right.
Yeah, if you're doing it properly, absolutely.
I mean? Do you know what it is? We'd love a team, and this is going to sound so stupid, but we'd love a team like Burnley. You know what you're going to get out of them every week. You don't know what you're going to get out of Newcastle every single week. Ooh! Oh, that was close. Shelby driving through, right-hand side, crossing Gale. The partnership with Shelby Gale we've seen over the years, and Gale just... it's probably about a yard too slow, but if he gets there, he's scoring because the keeper's already dived.
Absolutely. Shelby's done well there, to be fair. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
But this is what we've got to test this lad a bit more often, man. Got to test him.
I mean, I think we all give Steve Bruce credit last week for the changes he made, and arguably at the right time. And hopefully, like Geordie Sandcaster's said there, hopefully he'll do the same this week. But I don't want to be going in 2-3-0 down. That's the problem.
Carl, you're saying that Bruce didn't play his strongest team, so he can make good subs again and get the credit for it.
maybe.
I hope they dust themselves down at half time. That's his favourite saying, isn't it? Dusting themselves down. We must have fucking loads of dust in our club at the minute. Never ever heard that phrase repeated so much in my life.
Especially with all the staff furloughed as well. There'll be no cleaners.
God. You would hate to be a cleaning lady at Newcastle Fans TV at Newcastle with all the dust that's on the floor.
They're all on furlough, bless them.
Oh no.
I'll be right back. I gotta get me charged for my phone.
No worries,
I'm charging from it.
This is it. Like, it really is that absolute lack of consistency. Like, having a relatively good game to going back to being utter crap.
Can he come back and it'll be 1-1?
It's usually the other way around. That's the problem, mate.
To be fair, Burnley got the ball, so it might be the other way around. Foul. Free kick into the box. Oh my god. That's literally Burnley have played us around it well. We've had our little moments, but Kieran Clark again. He's had a stinker so far. Like,
yeah, hasn't he?
You scored already?
Not far off.
Really?
Just got caught out with the drag back there, hasn't he?
Burnley got a free kick about 20, well, maybe a bit about 25. We'll go 25 yards out, maybe.
Really?
Who have they got? McNeil, Goodmanson. They're your probably candidates straight away.
Yes, mate, is my answer to that question. Unfortunately, if nothing changes in terms of who's in charge of the club and who's the manager, then yeah, absolutely.
Looks like Brownhill as well, right footer. This does not look good, like, at all. I would imagine it's going to be a right footer. He spooned it, to be fair. We'll take that. Yeah, bugger, we'll take that. God, if that was Shelby or Longstaff from that position, I'd be going absolutely after right now. So
it's unbelievably high, isn't it?
That's a poor effort.
He's got the sandwich out there.
Oh, 100%. That is a proper sandwich. I'd love my sandwiches to be good as that one.
Yeah, I was going to say. Definitely. Can't get that loft at all.
I know. That's how bad it's getting. Like, to be fair, my dad, right, loves Newcastle, right? But he had to either play a round of golf or watch this, and he chose the round of golf. He's like,
I don't blame him.
What's the point? Like,
I really don't blame him.
Miggy, man. Deary me. I'm going to just throw a cap in a minute. I'll tell you what, man, we just can't control the bloody ball at all.
Absolutely, we can, Ben. 100%.
Under 18s.
Maybe we should do a watch along of that instead.
They were supposed to have stopped it halfway at Turf Moor to help the lads out. I'll see you later. Oh, ugh. No way, man. This is hard work. How do you do this every week? How do you watch this do every week, man?
I end up paying more attention to the comments. That's how.
We just
I'm
love
sick of
painting
this, man.
ourselves, Johnny.
I'm actually sick of this. Like, how can you do this? It's just.
It's
I mean, it's only
difficult.
the second game I've done this, right? But it's honestly hard work.
We just love to paint ourselves.
Masochists.
For sure.
I've got all this bloody hell weather update and a football match. It's loads of snow in Burnley at the minute.
We had it was on and off for us yesterday. It was really weird day of weather.
We had that on Friday. That was
Did you?
our Friday. Yeah, I was doing a video for the members, and my first line was it looks really sunny outside, but it's raining and there's a tad bit of snow. And I was just like, how on earth do you get this? What's been given here?
I've been honest, being invisible as well. Like,
yeah,
it does. You know what, Connor? One thing I've sometimes questioned Lascelles' leadership at the back, but I absolutely agree. It does seem like we're missing it at the moment.
Just a bit. I think that's a great comment, though. I think Jacob Murphy's taking a whack to the head.
nobody really steps up, actually. It's terrible.
If anybody who's not afraid to kind of tell it as it is Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah. Or Richie.
Yeah, Richie as well. Imagine if we did sell them in the January. Like, that'd have been interesting, that. I don't think they were going to bring a replacement. Well, the replacement was probably going to be that Hamza Chowdhury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have been the best player for us in terms of what we need, because I wouldn't. He's probably got a little bit more quality. He's probably about the same level as Willock, but I don't know. Centre midfield has been a position that I think the whole club, and not just Steve Bruce, but the whole club believe that we need a reinforcement in.
Absolutely. Who would you like to see, Johnny?
I was a centre mid.
Yeah.
I think we've got one in the club called Matty Longstaff. I'd like to give him more of an opportunity.
Well, yeah, I know. I think I heard you guys before, like, or someone put in the comments, or was it Sam maybe? We've got 2 right backs on the bench and Matty Longstaff's not even on there. What a joke.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Elliot Anderson as well.
Yeah. McNeil's nicked off Murphy again. He is really causing Murphy problems today. Like, good recovery, son. Good recovery. We'll give you that.
Recovery by Murphy.
But the thing is, we've not had any chances on goal in 33. Oh, I was going to say 33 minutes, but the 33rd minute we're in. We've not had any chances on goal.
Besides that shot from Sean Longstaff.
Well, shot cross, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Olivier Bernard-esque shot cross.
But I don't really. I don't think you will question if it was a shot or a cross if it went in.
Mm-hmm.
You'll take it any day.
Exactly. Just a thing for the Green. We've got a Green and Mulner show tomorrow night, 7:45. We've got Alex Hurst from Pledge 1892. Wilson Sal was saying now. He's going to tell us all about that and what he probably makes of his first 30 minutes. Joe Linton, nearly beat the keeper. As in, got nicking the ball past him. It was Shelby again. They're looking for that through ball, and Joe Linton just misses out.
He's deceivingly quick, Joe Linton, isn't he?
I thought you were going to say he's deceivingly good.
No, I think he's deceivingly quick. I don't know whether he's kind of picked that up in. Oh, I don't know.
We scored, but it's definitely offside.
Come on, Johnny, you motherfucker! Why you do this to me?
Well, VAR will check. It's just whether Joe Linton's got a touch. I'm 99% sure Joe Linton's got a touch here. So Almiron plays the ball through. Murphy with the cross. Oh, hold on a second.
Ooh. Interesting.
I'm still not even there.
Have they checked it, yeah? Hold on a second. I think they're going to have a look at this, you know.
What happened?
Well, it looks I don't know if he's offside, Gale, because there's a defender on the line. Oh no, they've already kicked off, so they must have already looked at it. Have they kicked off? Yeah, they've already kicked off, so they must have been offside. He did look from the naked eye. He looked about 3 yards offside, but you never know. If you don't put the ball in the back of the net, they're not going to double check.
No, that's it.
Sorry, Ryan. Oh dear. Wood again, isn't he? Bloody Moore, man. Get close to him. Oh, you bugger. Dwight McNeil nearly scored there. Chris Wood's getting far too much space. Get close to him. Get close and make it difficult for him.
He should be doing better there as well. He's got a lot of space, hasn't he?
Goodmanson with the cross comes in on his left foot, and it's slightly deflected. But Dwight McNeil, it's on his favoured foot. He almost like side foot. It's probably better. It's probably better for a right foot, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised he hasn't got his leg over his hip there and just hammered it, or maybe hit it into the ground off a half volley. Good chance that was for them.
Yeah. Go on, Joe Linton. That's poor, that man. Honestly, it would make such a difference if Newcastle could get a goal before half time. It really could.
Tell me about it.
I think if it's still 1-0, I'll be getting ASM on and probably Wilson, because I think it's that important today.
It must have been that blatant, mate, that they didn't have a look at it. It would be nice to have another look at the replay, though.
It was the only reason why I kind of looked is because it was the coaching team kind of had looked and said, "Well, are you going to have a look at that kind of thing?" It was because they were looking at it, but I think it was just more half-hearted than anything else. I think they probably looked at the VAR at Wolves in Liverpool this week and gone, "Well, we've got half a chance if we put on a bit of a shout about it."
Sharik, it's
no, is that a foul? Oh.
Turgid is the perfect analogy for it, mate, but I'm just not sure anymore. 2 wins in
what an opportunity!
20.
What an opportunity that was.
Jacob
Jacob Murphy does well, crosses the ball, and Gale gets past Tarkovsky. What a save! What a save! Is that not a high foot? What a save by the goalkeeper! Right, if that's anywhere else on the football pitch, that's the free kick. Or the VAR looking. We've got half a chance here.
Sure.
That's a penalty. That is a penalty. That's a high foot.
And you don't have Wilson for that.
His foot, the thing is, as well, his foot would have come over his own head. It's definitely a high foot, 100%. I know he's trying to clear the ball, but it's his.
He's got to look at that.
Yeah.
He's got to look at that. That is a penalty every day of the week. Come on, ref. Surely you've got to look at that.
Richie.
Anywhere else on the football pitch, that is a free kick. Because it's 6 yards out.
I think the commentators think it could be.
Gotta be.
Are they checking it or?
Well, the referee's having a look. They're checking the penalty. No way! That is an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, they not give it.
Absolute disgrace. That is. How is that not a foul? Anywhere else on the pitch, and that's a foul.
The commentators have said exactly the same thing. It's dangerous play wherever it is on the pitch.
That is pathetic.
He almost kicks his head off.
Job. Absolute bottle job. Well, they're looking for another penalty here for handball. It's a bit more half-hearted, but how is that not a penalty? If I get booted in the face outside the box, I get a free kick. But if I get booted out the face, not even the thing is the thing that annoys me is that the referee has not even gone over to the monitor.
Yeah, I know.
That's awful. That.
And VR is all over the place, man. It's used in so many wrong ways.
Oh, it's only. Do you know that one about Gale before? He's about half a foot offside.
Oh, really?
half a foot. It was actually really, really close. Like, really close.
Oh
Like, it
shit!
was
Yeah,
offside.
I've just seen it. Jesus Christ!
We're getting back into the game a little bit.
Right.
How is that not a penalty? I don't get that. Right, hold on a second. Right, this is going to wipe. No way. Right, this just sums it up. Right, Gale has touched Tarkowski, and he's gone over like a sack of spuds. Right, and Sean Longstaff gets booted in the face and doesn't get anything. That is
Yeah, it's pathetic.
criminal.
Oh dear.
Did Gil get booked?
No.
Ah. We're getting done here.
What on earth have VAR looked at there?
That's not. Is it offside? Yeah, it is offside.
How on earth have VAR looked at that and gone, yeah, he's definitely not made a mistake there? It's because it's in the box. It's because it's 6 yards out. And it's because they're frightened to give a decision like that. But they're more than happy to give an offside goal that no one else in the whole world seen is offside. As in your Wolves and your Liverpool, for example.
Jay, how are you doing, man? You having a good day?
Pathetic decision.
I think they've bottled it. I really do. I can't understand when they look at this game back and go, can I ask you why you didn't look at that again? Why did you not get the referee the option to have a look at it? The referee then still decides, hold on a second. I think the referee's going to have to literally grow a pair here because he's going to lose control of this game. Bit of a naughty challenge from Gale there, but the thing is, let's have a look. Nah, it's nothing. Just a foul, nothing else. Yeah, and Gregory saying, was Gale offside? Gale was offside. He was offside for the one that he put in that everybody thought was offside. Like, I thought he was about 3 yards offside. He's about 3 toenails offside. But I don't get that. I honestly do not get how that's not being given as a foul on Sean Longstaff. Mind Gale's shot was well saved by Bailey Peacock-Farrell. He made a fantastic run to Gale on the front post. It's a great save, but that's our best chance so far, like.
Frustrating. It does seem that way, doesn't it? But then at the end of the day, I think it's that one we got at Spurs. It's been calmer ever since.
Oh, I know. But there's the debate, isn't it? The debate's about VAR. It's not about football anymore. It's about, did VAR do the right job? Sometimes you just got to say the referee gets it right or gets it wrong.
I agree.
But we've already
Appreciate
gone past that stage now.
Yeah. Apparently so, mate. Apparently so. I wouldn't mind, but like you can see where he is. It's more the fact that his foot is that high. It's almost coming over Tarkowski's own head.
I think the question has to be asked as well. Would you change the formation in the second half? Would you go forth? Would you put 4 at the back and put that extra midfielder? Because that's what we did against Spurs.
Yeah. This is what I'm interested to see. What Steve Bruce is. I've never thought I'd say that. I'm interested to see whether Steve Bruce is going to get it right again. Because I certainly feel like he did last week. Seemed more positive with the changes, and obviously it come good in the end. But yeah, I think I would, mate. I think I would. I think I'd put an extra body in the midfield.
At least we're playing better now. Looking more promising.
Giving a soft free kick away there, though. Burnley got a free kick about 30 yards out on the right-hand side. Good chance to put a cross, and you'd imagine it'll be a McNeil or Goodmanson cross, left footer, to whip it in and put pressure on Dubravka. Maybe float it up in the air. Can't concede before half time. If we go 2-0 down, we ain't definitely not winning today. Like, I just hope we're not talking about decision at the end of the game, going why on earth have we got a penalty. Cross in. It's defended well. But it's a corner. But the thing is, we've not seen enough of a couple of players already today. I don't think we've seen enough of Shelby in the middle. We've had the odd moment from him. We've not really seen enough of Joe Linton. We've had one half good chance from Gale. It's really, really interesting.
It's I'm already like you, mate. I'm just so frustrated about that decision. More so because like the commentators have said exactly the same thing as you already had. That anywhere else on the pitch, and it's a foul.
What a save from Dubravka! It looked like an own goal. There was a cross from the corner got cleared and the cross came back in.
Oh yeah.
From Westwood, and it takes a nick, and then it takes another nick off Dummett. It's a great save, actually. Dummett tries to clear it and almost went to his own net. We're holding on a bit. 3 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half, but Newcastle need to get in a half time, really. It's gone through everybody there. I don't know how we've managed this. I don't know how we've managed to do all right for the last 10 minutes, and then it looks like we're hanging on at 1-0.
Yeah.
Like Burnley have had two or three good chances, yeah.
Oh, hey, Martin, good one. Sorry, I'm behind you a lot.
No, it's okay. It's another corner for Burnley. Just about does enough. Instead of a Brucey bonus, I think we need a Brucey bollocking at half time. Wake up a little bit. Really do. Another corner for Burnley. I would love to know how many corners I've had recently.
Jeez.
Could the ref not
just
score
enough
that
there.
one?
It's got a goal kick. Does he bring ASM on? Does he bring Wilson on? I don't think he does. I think if he brings on anybody, I think it probably will be Joe Willock before he brings on them two.
Yeah.
It's a great save, that man. It's a really, really good save from Dubravka.
Anthony Taylor's such a prat. Yes, he is. Playing Burnley, the ref, the linesman, and the blind VAR official. It's a bad decision.
I just want what's it called? I just want an explanation, really.
We got looks like we got a Burnley fan in the chat here. Dark Ends TV. Oh no, sorry. We normally do better from behind.
We've got a corner, lads. We've got a corner.
Oh, we are pathetic sometimes. We're getting excited about a corner. Anyway, as long as it goes in.
Yeah, of course it's a contact sport, but at the end of the day, they're the rules, and if it's anywhere else on the pitch, it would have been a free kick. So.
Oh, you've got to score! No, how has he not put something on it? Fernandez at the back post. Jacob Murphy gets the ball, clips it, and Fernandez just doesn't. It just hits his thigh.
Oh, what has he done? What has he done?
It just hits his thigh. Just hit. He's just thought about it. If that was a striker, if that was Kale, he'd hit that.
That's exactly. You've nail on the head, mate. He's just thought about it. That's what it is. He's gone. He's coming down. He's like, do I head it? Do I hit it? Oh,
that's half time. Big 15 minutes of Bruce and co. But Vidger's goal's enough for Burnley at the minute. He's gonna. I think the thing is, he's gonna have to change it.
Yeah.
I would bring ASM on. I think ASM scares living daylights out of Burnley. But
it's the perfect team for him to run at.
Yeah, definitely. But be interesting. Get your comments in. What do you think? What do you think Steve Bruce should do? Do you think he should bring on ASM, Willock, Gale? Gale's on. Carroll on the bench as well. He's got to go attacking. He's got to change it. Don't bring on your Mankios for your bloody Jacob Murphys and think that you're doing an attacking substitution. We need a proper attacking players on the pitch.
I think I'd probably switch it to 4-4-2. Yeah, and drop Richie higher. Maybe take Jacob Murphy off and put ASM on.
Do you want to get Matt on?
Like you've said, Jacob Murphy struggled a little bit against McNeil so far.
I think he has, but I don't know. Are we sacrificing Murphy to bring on a Mankier or a Kraft to stop McNeil. We need goals, you know. We
Yeah.
don't need this to stop Burnley's threat. We're not 1-0 up or 1-0 down.
Definitely. Let's bring Matt in. I'll just drop out a sec.
No worries. Matt, can you
say
tell me
no.
why that wasn't given as a penalty on Sean Longstaff, please?
No, I've done a refereeing qualification and everything
So
in
have I.
my books. Everything in my books. Ridiculous, absolutely shocking decision. The commentator said it, we said it in the group chat. Anywhere else on the pitch, that's a penalty. Literally anywhere. High boot, it's dangerous play. He didn't mean it. Obviously, he didn't mean it. He's not looking at the player. He's looking at the ball. Doesn't matter. His boot is above head height. It's a different story if Sean Longstaff puts his head at boot height.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. And then the 2 minutes later, when that 50-50 with Dwight Gale and Lowton, how that was given it. I was slagging this referee off at work the other day for being. He says he's an Altrincham fan, but then so he gets to referee the Man United games and give things Man United's way. But that's only one thing in the game. This has been one of the worst performances we've put in all season. This is shocking.
Brandon, do you think that the referees just bottled it and the VAR just said, look, we're going to go with your decision because it's not a blatant error, even though it is?
The VAR is there to correct the ref if they think he's really in the wrong way. They can probably understand that it was not the intention of him hitting that ball that high, so that's probably why they don't go with it. But in my opinion, if that foot wouldn't be there, Sean Longstaff, I think it would have had it in.
It's like I say, Matt, it's mistakes. If referees make mistakes, they're human. They're going to make mistakes. But the VAR is there to help them. The one thing that I don't understand is, and this is where you have to blame VAR. Get the referee to go over at the monitor. What's the point of having the monitors there? You can say to him, look, what have you seen, referee? Right, referee, I've seen nothing wrong with that. Right, we think that there is a potential foul. Can you have a look at it and see what you think? And then it stops all the debate with the VAR. You then blame it on the referee himself because he's then had the live footage and then another footage watching it again. That stops it there and then for me. But why have they not done that, Matt? I don't understand why they haven't gone to look over to the monitor.
I don't know. They've just taken the decision and made it themselves, and then that's what the whole debate about VAR started in the first place. You know, with these people are miles away; they're not in the game. You know, how can they possibly make a decision? And they're like, all right, we'll bring the screens in so the refs can go at the side of the pitch, have a look at it, and make the right decision. We saw it in the Leeds game yesterday. The ref gave a yellow card originally for Liam Cooper's challenge. They VAR'd it. He went over to the side of the monitor on the side of the pitch, looked at it a couple of times, decided that he got it wrong. He held his hands up, said, right, that wasn't a yellow, that was a straight red. You're off. You know, and that was the referee's decision at the end of the day. And I don't understand why it's not been the same today. It's been ridiculous officiating in this game.
You can see the pictures there, can't you? And you can just see how is it not even being looked at, like properly looked at? And I think that's the biggest complaint. I think that's the thing is we can talk about the performance. Yes, the performance hasn't been good enough, Matt, but that's already an excuse Steve Bruce has got in his back pocket. Yeah.
I mean, just like on that reference, you can see why the ref's not given the penalty straight away because in real time where he's standing, he's seen that Tarkowski plays the ball. And yes, at a dangerous height, but what he's seen Tarkowski clear the ball. So I'm not blaming him for getting the decision wrong. I'm then blaming VAR for looking at that, deciding that's categorically not a foul, not even giving the ref a second chance. But yeah, the performance, you know, you say Steve Bruce got that in his back pocket already. Yeah.
With the VAR, I think I have a better solution how to play with VAR. You should give the coach like 2 or 3 challenges per game to like if they feel like there is something in the wrong, they can challenge the ref to have another look, you know, like they do at tennis. If your decision is wrong, you lose 1 challenge. If your decision is correct, it stays. You keep 2 or 3 challenges, you know. I think 2 is fair, you know. So I think that will help a lot, really.
Matt, just going actually on the goal, not good enough by Kieran Clark, and it was a very, very soft goal, very easy goal. I don't know what Kieran Clark's doing. It's kind of like he's stuck in no man's land, really, because he comes out towards, but then just stops and go, well, what are you going to try and do? And you can see Fernandez is screaming at him, take him down the line, line. And it's too late, really. And it's well played by Chris Wood. It's fantastic build-up play from him to lay it on a plate for Vidra, but really poor goal to give away.
It's really, honestly, there was 3 things Clark could have done there, and only one of them was wrong. You know, he waits for Fernandez to get back, and so he's covering him, which is fair enough. That was the right thing to do. He's done that already. So like you said, Fernandez is screaming, take him down the line, take him down the line. That's option 1. He could take Chris Wood down the line. Option 2, dive in early, miss the player in the ball, and then he knows Fernandez is there behind him. He knows where Chris Wood's going now that he's committed to an early challenge. So if you dive in early outside the box, miss the player in the ball, Chris Wood gets an extra yard, but Fernandez is there to cover. That's option 2. Option 3 is back off him, 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 back off him. Let other Burnley players get in support, because then by the time Chris Wood decides to take it round the outside, Kieran Clark's off balance, Vidra's steaming in at the edge of the box, Dwight McNeil's on the overlap. We've got 3 centre-backs chasing one ball. Paul Dummett's ball watching. He's not watching his man. Matt Ritchie's just helpless because he's covering Paul Dummett, who should have been there in the first place. And the midfielders haven't tracked back to cover the runners into the box. It was shambolic all round. And obviously Kieran Clark was out of position because he should be playing in that central role. But I really think this just shows how much we miss Jamal Lascelles. You know, he's got his critics, but at least he can organise a defence. These are all good defenders in their own right. But, you know, you've got Jacob Murphy starting his 2nd game in a row, but probably it's only his 3rd start of the season. Kieran Clark coming back in after being dropped last week. Fernandez coming back from injury. Dummett, who still isn't back, getting a clear run of games in the team. Richie, it's only his 2nd game back. That's a back 5, completely inexperienced and playing with each other and in a back 5. It's been abysmal. And honestly, I wish we'd voted for 5 substitutions at the start of the season, because I'd be using all 5 at the half-time break if I was the manager.
Well, Lee's just put on the comments, all of Sky say it's a penalty. Again, I've just looked at it there. The only thing I'm going to say on it, if I'm Sean Longstaff, stay down, grab your face, get the physio to come on, just milk it as much as possible. But still, that's nitty picking at best. It's a penalty all day of the week. You talk about changes needed, Matt. Brandon, I'll come to you first, and then I'll get Matt's opinion. What changes would you make, Brandon? Would you keep the same 11? Would you bring on a Maxwell, Wilson, a Willock? What would you do?
I think you have to win this game, so you have to start immediately with Wilson, in my opinion. Because
who for?
Gale. For Gale. And I would take ASM out for probably Shelby. No, he's not going to take off Shelby, but then I would say Sean. And then
maybe, yeah.
I know you cannot play defensive anymore. You have to come out now. I hope he realizes that.
Matt, what would you do?
I agree with Wilson coming on. I think he needs to come on as soon as possible, because if he's fit enough to get on the bench, he's fit enough to play 45 minutes, in my opinion. I'd take Joe Linton off. I think he's looked uninterested. He's not threatened. I think Gale's had a couple of chances, which he's been unlucky. With the ball that he did actually put in the back of the net, it showed, you know, he was just an inch offside, and he's actually threatened the defence. Joe Linton, his attitude's not there today for me. He's not chasing down the balls like he was against Spurs. He's throwing his hands up when a pass goes astray. I think hook him at half-time, either for saint-Maximin or Wilson. I wouldn't mind seeing either of them come on. saint-Maximin just to carry the ball up the pitch, because I think we do need a bit of creativity. I wouldn't mind taking John Joe off. Really wouldn't mind. His energy at the start was all right, but now I think with him being frustrated at the way we're playing, he's sort of given up. And his passing has been shocking. I mean, I'd love to see the accuracy stats for the passes for Burnley and Newcastle both going forwards, because every single time a Burnley player wins a second ball or gets on the ball, their heads up looking for a ball down the channel to Dwight McNeil or Goodmanson on the other side, or a long ball up to Chris Wood up top. It's every single time a forward pass. And they're not looking necessarily to ping it accurately. It's just get us 30 yards up the pitch. We know we've got a big man up top that's going to outstrength our defenders. We know we've got talented wingers. Get them in there. That's what their mentality is. And ours, I was screaming at the TV before because we had a throw-in at their corner flag and it ended up back at Dubravka without a Burnley player even pressuring the ball. It's just
done that 3 or 4 times already this season, Matt.
It's the mentality is despicable. I mean, you've got Joe Willock on the bench, who we know is a good creative player. He's willing to get on the ball and run. You know, Sean Longstaff and Shelby aren't going to do that. Miggy's looked out of the game as well. Honestly, you could sub any single player on that 11 off, and I wouldn't have a problem with it, apart from maybe Dubravka. Literally, it's no one is playing even half as good as they are, and I don't know if that's a mentality thing, a manager thing, or just because we're going into this game. I said that, you know, we win, we stay up, we lose, we go down, draw, it's still in the balance. And the way we're playing today, if we lose this, you know, you got West Ham next, and then 3 impossible games.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. Brandon, do we need 3 centre halves on the pitch right now at 1-0 down?
No, not anymore. You have to go guns out now, in my opinion. Even if you lose 3-0 now with that risk or whatever, I would love to see us more playing attacking, because we've been abysmal now this first half.
I think, to be honest with you, I think Kieran Clark's been that poor. I would really contemplate taking him off, but I think I'd probably end up taking Dummett off, is because Kieran Clark isn't more of a natural defender. I don't think he'd be that bad again, but I would take Dummett off and I would put an extra man in that midfield and go 4-3-3. I would put Shelby, I'd put Longstaff, and I'd put Willock, just to get a little bit more of a bite going forward. And then you look at you going forward. You know, you've got Miggy, Joe Linton, Gale. I would probably take off Gale. Well, there's an argument for Joe Linton. I don't know who's. I think out of the pair of them, I don't know who's going to give you more of a chance to go. You probably look at the balance of play. You probably say Gale does. Maybe I agree with Matt and go take Joe Linton off, put Wilson on, put Miggy on one side and attack the three, which I know is slightly out of position, but we're desperate needs. And then do you take both of them off? Could you take both Gale and Joe Linton off and put AS on one side, Miggy on the other, with Wilson down the middle? That could be an option, but it's going to be really interesting. I'll be amazed if he doesn't make any substitutions. I think he will bring somebody on. But if I see Javier Manquillo coming on at right back or right wing back, I'll be pulling my beard out. I can't pull my hair out and pull my beard out instead.
Imagining him bringing in Hendrik or something like this.
Hendrik, yeah, God, against his old club.
I wouldn't be that bothered if Manquillo came on. I think it's a waste of a substitution, but if it meant we switched to a back four with Manquillo at that right back and move either Clark or Dummett to the left back and push Richie further up for some creativity, I don't think that's the worst decision in the world, but it is a waste of a substitution when you've got Willock, Saint-Maximin and Wilson on the bench, and you probably are going to need all three today.
Why would you even contemplate bringing on a fullback at the minute when you know we need goals? I get what you mean. I get what you mean, Matt. Just in terms of that,
because it's Steve Bruce.
Yeah, no, it is.
It'll be. You know what it'll be? It'll be Manquillo on the 60th minute. That'll be the first substitution in this match.
Stop it, Matt.
It's going to be interesting, but yeah, Matt, you're going to be back on for the fan reaction show with Brandon.
I am. Yes, that'll be us two doing the fan reaction, and I'll be taking part in the last word with Lee as well, with a little clip there. But I've been enjoying the show so far, lads, so I'm sure we'll get called back on this about some more shite. Only joking, Carl, love you. But yeah, we've got to pray for a better second half, because we've got to get on the ball and keep the ball. I haven't seen the possession stats, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was 70-30 to Burnley.
They're getting far too much space in the middle. Westwood's getting so much of the ball in the middle of midfield, same as Brownhill. They're just getting far too much space and time.
It's the worst thing is, because they're pinging long balls up, Chris Wood is either winning them and retaining possession, or we're winning them, and then the second ball is going to one of their midfielders. Yeah. There's no way that we benefit from any of their long balls. We need to step up the energy in the second half, definitely. But I'll shut up and let you guys get back to it and kick me off.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hopefully, when we see you next, you'll be talking about a Newcastle win.
One of the great 7-1. 7-1, greatest comeback in history.
Yeah. Right, Matt, we'll see you. Well, probably just after full time.
Yeah. All right, take care, lads.
See you later on.
Yes, mate. Someone's asking if the middle guy is Icelandic. Jesus.
No, don't know what I've done to piss Matt off, but yeah.
A bit of everything, aren't you, Brandon? Icelandic, Dutch.
No, yeah, I'm the older brother of Emil Kraft.
I've got some bad news. No substitutions at half time for Newcastle.
Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I wonder what was said.
Right, dust yourselves down, boys. We've got a really big half. Can we get something from the game? That's what he's probably saying.
We have to get our sleeves up.
Yeah, roll your sleeves up, Brandon. Come on, roll your sleeves up, son. Come on.
Oh, no substitutions.
We've already given away a corner.
Great news.
This is just what we want, isn't it? We're just not even back in these bloody seat yet.
I'm really not surprised by that either.
I'll be amazed if he gets back in his technical area before he even gets the corner taken.
Yeah, no, everyone's not happy in the chat. No substitutions, no subs.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. You've got to change it. Oh, what a save! Yeah, bugger, what a
Abu
save.
Bilal. Very fair point, mate. It's probably
What a
exactly what's
save
been
again.
said.
Dubravka's just made a great save there. Burnley's corner from McNeil gets cleared out, and I think it's Matthew Loughton on the edge of the box.
He's done well with that
on his
first touch off
thigh.
the rebound as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's a great save. Another corner for Burnley. How many corners they had? I think we've had one, and we decided to play it short.
I've been around 8 already.
Gotta say, that touch again from Loughton off his thigh to set up that volley was sublime.
Yeah, he scored a goal for Villa, didn't he, like that years ago? What do we think about Dubravka in terms of Burnley? Because I remember going to Burnley away last year, and the goal was pretty much his fault from a corner. Do you think he needs to command his area a little bit better?
Yeah, I would say that 100%. He worries me, like, not just that it's difficult when you've got in swinging corners like that, but sometimes I feel like he punches the ball too much.
Good save.
Yeah,
like that one that he's just come off that previous corner there, Johnny. He's kind of punched it above him.
Yeah, I almost think that as a goalkeeper, it's probably a safer option to punch it.
Yeah.
But if you can catch it, and if you can make it really easy for your defence, then you should do that. I think that's your ultimate job as a goalkeeper, is to make it as easy as possible for your defenders, because you're the one that can see everything, and the fact you can use your hands and your arms is a difference. But yeah, I wouldn't be going any more than 10, 15 minutes, and if it's nothing better, you've got to change something, take a defender off and go for it. But
yeah, we've got to bring Wilson or Maxi on in the next 10 minutes for me.
I think Maxi has to be the first one for me. I think he gives you something a little bit more. I think he'll really attack Burnley, really attack them. We've not seen enough of Miggy. We've not seen enough of Joe Linton today, but he's done well there. I have to give him credit, Joe Linton. Come on, Newcastle, come on. Today, if we ever needed to come back from a losing position to win a game, it is today.
It could be a difficult one to swallow, Chris. Hopefully it's not, like Johnny said.
That's just not good enough, I'm afraid. Not good enough. Jacob Murphy down the right-hand side just chips it in, and I almost feel with Jacob Murphy at times. He's crossing it. Look, he's probably one of the best crossers at the club. Him and Richie would probably argue who's better. But the one thing I will say about Richie, he looks at where he's crossing it. With Murphy, he knows he's got a good cross on him, but he just doesn't really look at which options he's got.
Do you think he crosses better from deep, Johnny, because he's almost forced to look at who's in the box, and then when he's down the wing, like you say, doesn't get his head up enough and ends up just floating one into almost nowhere?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much got it in one. Pretty much. But it's frustrating to say the least. Like I can't even see any of the subs warming up from a distance. You can't see anybody even thinking about getting warmed up. Like that's the worrying thing for me. Surely he's got to the three that we've mentioned. Your Maximums, your Willocks, your Frasers, Woody Wilson. Get warm, get ready, might need you.
Completely off topic, I will say, I can't believe the kind of friendship we've forged with Leeds fans this season. It's unbelievable. Like the majority of fans that aren't Newcastle fans in this chat are always Leeds fans. Love it. Never thought that would be the case.
God, I wish we were beating Manchester City.
Yeah,
I thought they were brilliant yesterday. Actually, second half.
Fantastic result.
I think Bielsa's probably the only man against a Guardiola side at 1-1 in the second half.
Going to go for it.
We'll keep on doing the same kind of things we were doing in the first half, and that's just a compliment to where Leeds are at the minute. God, I wish we were on 45 points and not worrying about it. This is Burnley's 9th corner, by the way. Another corner for Burnley. Go on, Dubravka. That's better from Dubravka.
We've had a couple of chances to equalise, mate.
So go on, Johnny.
Do something with it. Do something with it. That's so poor. Come on, man.
Is that right? From Sakura, Bielsa is the only manager in the league who hasn't lost to Pep this season. Interesting.
I would have thought Solskjaer.
Wilson getting ready though.
I would have thought Solskjaer maybe. I think Man United didn't lose them in the league. I don't know if they played in the cup this season.
Oh.
Someone is asking. Was that yours, Carl?
Yeah.
Oh, Wilson is getting warm up. That's a positive at least.
Okay.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Dory.
Burnley look comfortable, which is annoying me. Burnley look really, really comfortable.
Do you think that
No,
maybe
he's left in the
Bruce
cup,
really
yeah,
has
okay.
bad feelings against the fans now and just thinks, fuck it, I get you guys relegated?
I can't, but like I have my like aggressive conspiracy theories in my own head, but I can't imagine he would be that unprofessional to do that.
Do you know what it is, right? Federico Fernandez has just done what Kieran Clark should have done in the first half.
Does Bruce actually got a bonus if he keeps us up? Do you guys know? Yeah. Well.
What's a good way to get mustard out? I couldn't tell you, mate.
That's better to Brafka, much better. The last two crosses have been much better.
Anyone got any ideas to get mustard out of a black and white shirt?
Okay, that's me mum.
I was going to say I might have to shout the missus.
Get her on, Johnny.
I haven't got a Scooby.
Newcastle 10-1 to win now. Interesting. I don't want to waste my money travel, to be fair.
Honestly, I'm no betting expert. I know Sam's probably the more betting expert. I would have gone, go on! Oh, he's blown up for a free kick earlier on, and because there's no sound on my telly, because where I'm watching it, Jacob Murphy's gone through. I thought, he's through.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, go on. Oh. Oh, no. Come on, Newcastle. Get a goal. Get back in the game. Let's get...
Definitely a chance for it to be both teams to score, mate. I'm not telling you where to put your money, but yeah, Burnley are already 1-0 up, so...
I think we can get a goal. We can definitely get a goal. It's just... Come on, somebody show a bit of bottle. Shelby with the free kick.
Martin, what are you doing?
Joe Linton gets the header, but straight into the hands of Peacock Farrell. Well, that's a foul. Go on, Bruce. Take a defender off for a striker. Like, honestly, that would be absolutely mint.
Wait a minute. How was that?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, do you know what it is? This referee can actually do one. Seriously. Maximin's getting warm as well. Get them both on.
Yeah, I would. That would be like unbelievable if he actually brought them both on. I'd love it. Love it.
If he brings them both on before 60 minutes, I got hopes.
He's got to do something. He's got to do something. Like we're just
frustrating more than anything, Diane. We should have had a penalty, mate. Yeah, there was no doubt about it. Should have been a penalty, but the rest bottled it, essentially. Would you say Burnley were good for the win at half time?
Yeah, I would. I think they were I think they were a little bit better than us in the first half. I agree with them. Ooh, you bugger. Dwight McNeil. Looks like Dubravka's got the tiniest of touches over the crossbar. It's another corner for Burnley.
Jesus, man.
It's like ASM and Wilson coming on.
They're both getting warm. I don't know if they're both coming on. I'd like them both to come on.
That'd be a good...
Burnley just one step ahead of us at the minute. They're just literally just one step ahead and thinking and doing things and getting for every first ball.
You know what it is as well? All the time, second ball is for them as well, you know.
Oh, shit. Oh, well done, Kieran Clark. That's probably the best thing he's done all game.
I think it was roughly around 17 and a half, 18 before add-ons, mate.
It's a lovely cross on the right-hand side from Burnley, and there's Ben Mee, Tarkovsky, all three of them, and
Clark puts it over the bar.
Clark, clears it. It's another corner.
Fucking hell, man.
It's a foul. Well, referee's given a foul. Can you believe it?
This corner's going to bite us in the ass in the end.
Are we making a substitution? Ooh. I think we are. I think we're making a sub. Yeah, Wilson and Maximum coming on.
Fucking hell. What's going on here?
Off. Joe Linton's off. And who else is coming off? This will be interesting.
What's going on?
I think it's got to be a defender. No, Gale's off. Gale's off as well.
Really?
That's what I said at half time. So Joe Linton and Gale both off. And St. Maximin and Callum Wilson. Bruce has gone now. 10 minutes was more than enough extra. Was it 10 minutes too late?
That is an interesting one.
He's still sticking with the 5 at the back.
She's just going Wilson and Maxi up top, do you reckon? Straight swap?
Yeah, straight swap, I think.
Interesting.
I wouldn't say interesting. I would say... I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is a straight swap.
I'm not sure I took Joe Linton off.
I would have.
You would have?
Yeah, I would have.
I would probably took Miggy off. He's been nowhere this.
Yeah, Miggy's been very quiet. I agree. I just don't think this was the game for him really. But could you drop him? That's you know what you're going to get. This is what I'm saying. We've said this all game, but you know what you're going to get with Burnley. Very physical, very direct. The defenders just would love a battle, and you know Joe Linton's not going to give you that. Wilson will give you a battle.
Fair point.
Games like teams like Spurs, where they're not really going to be that physical, but obviously they've got better quality. It probably suits them better. But Mickey's just dropping so far deep, like just to get a touch of the ball. The Burnley have done pretty well to kind of make him anonymous really all game. Like he's not really had the chance to play those through balls in to whoever is up top.
Yeah. Yeah, Frankie, nail on the head, mate. Nail on the head.
Come on, Wilson. This is where you need to earn your £20 million signing on fee or whatever. Not signing on fee. Proper fee.
I get what you mean, Johnny.
Cheers. Cheers, Brandon. Go on, Maxi. Go on, Maxi. Shoot! Yes! Come on! Yes!
Nice one.
Oh, it'll be Johnny celebrating, chat, because obviously we're a little bit behind. So we want Johnny going through the roof.
Get him, you absolute beauty. St. Maximin's first thing he's done all game. He's only been on 2 minutes. In, out, on the byline. Plays it back to Murphy. Edge of the box, right footed curl. No chance of Peacock foul. You could have put Nick Pope in goal. He's not saving that. Fantastic. Just inside the box, right footed. What a goal, Jacob Murphy. Back in the game. Let's win it. Come on.
What have we... well, Steve
I
Bruce,
just started
fair
cheering
enough.
because of Johnny.
Brandon, you can celebrate it properly when you say it as well, mate. Go for it. Go full force for it. What a finish. Oh, no. Oh, what a block. Oh, my God. And then he conceded again. What a
good goal. Good goal, like. Murphy as well, kissing the badge of Newcastle.
I like
That's
that.
interesting.
I like that.
That's interesting. I
like he's a boyhood fan, Brandon, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's not from... He moved to Gateshead, didn't he? I think that's the story.
What about his brother? Is he from around the area as well?
What, his twin brother?
Yeah.
He's twin, but yeah, he's twin.
Yeah, I mean, like he still lives around. So, where is he playing now?
Hey, well done, Paul Dummett. That is absolutely brilliant.
Is his brother at Norwich or West Brom or something?
Cardiff, isn't it?
Is he at Cardiff? Is he?
Yeah. Do we dare say what a fantastic substitution from Steve Bruce?
I was just gonna. I was saying, yeah. I was like, well, Steve Bruce, fair enough. That's all I've got to say.
Well, we have to give him credit for bringing ASM and Wilson on at the 55th minute, 56th.
It's
like,
better than
normally he
70th.
wouldn't have done it. Normally he would have been waited for the 70th minute.
All I'm saying, lads, what have I been saying all the way through the stream? Gotta get Saint-Maximin on. Gotta get Saint-Maximin on. Scared to living daylight out of them. Honestly.
Again, this is the Greenwood effect again.
Honestly. Please, can we just... Honestly, I'm just so happy, man. Just need to get another goal.
At least we got a point now.
Finish. It's a great finish as well.
At least it's 4 points.
No, we need more than this. Come on, we need
I know, mate. I know.
Gotta win.
But at least it's 4 points.
Yeah, no. I'll take 4 points with 1 game to go, like.
Smart ass. Jesus.
I just can't be bothered watching Man United v Fulham with 2 games to go because Newcastle haven't beaten Sheffield United. And
is Fulham playing today?
Can do us a favour.
Is Fulham playing today, lads?
No, they played Friday, didn't they?
Did they really?
Yeah, they played Friday, got beat against Wolves.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Oh, yeah, it's Sunday actually today. Fuck me up. I all the time think it's Saturday.
Oh, my God. Why have Burnley decided to play half decent? Really annoys me. Can we not just be better than where we were before? Down your line. Go on. Great work.
You see Johnny getting up and then...
Anyone else think ISM's looking a little bit chubby? I think he was struggling with coronavirus previously. He's probably tried to put the weight back on, mate.
Yeah, probably. He can have as many protein bars as he likes.
Yeah.
Come on, Murphy. This is where you... Oh, that's a foul. Oh, yeah.
Good lad, Steve. That's what we like to see again, mate. Thank you very much for the donation.
Nice one, Steve. You're rocking it again today.
Interesting. These scoring the players because you've got to give Murphy a high score, but I just think he was so...
Well, he can still fuck up.
McNeil's been so quiet second half. Like, he's had 1 chance, but I think he's had a really tough afternoon against McNeil. He's been really, really good for Burnley. Burnley have responded pretty well, which is annoying me.
It's kind of up and down the whole game already. Then it's Newcastle for a little while.
Absolutely, it is, Steve. It is time.
I know. We've still got half an hour left.
Steve, did you had some sleep at least tonight? I feel like this guy is never sleeping. Don't know how he does it.
I don't know how he does it either. Man on.
Oh, Lee, get out of the WhatsApp group, man. Jesus, leave me alone.
I'll put it on mute. Go on, Maxi. Take them all on and score. There's about 5 of them. Wilson's there. Wilson's there. Score! Yes!
Get in! Get in! Oh, I'm gonna pass.
Oh, I love that. We love a bit of that.
Blood pressure's gone through the roof.
Come on, sunshine.
Who scored? Maxi.
Oh dear.
Saint-Maximin. What did I say?
Get
them all
in,
on
lad.
And score. Take them all on and score, Maxi. Get in, son.
Get the fuck in.
Your French beauty.
He picks the ball up, lads. Or everyone watching on the stream, lads, lasses, whoever. Shelby gives him the ball. Edge the box. He's got about 4 players around him. The 2 centre midfielders can't touch him. You look at Wilson. Wilson does well. Gets on his left foot, right in the bottom corner. No chance Peacock foul. What a 5 minutes for Alan Saint-Maximin. Get in.
That's the old Alan Saint-Maximin that we want to see. Then
That
he's
is what
unstoppable.
Exactly, Brandon. You hit the nail on the head there. Running at defenders, making it difficult for them, and burying chances like that. Left-footed, through the legs of Tarkowski.
Nice
2-1 Newcastle.
Get in.
We've only got half an hour left. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Vidra is causing us absolute nightmares here.
That dance by ASM as well. I love it.
Oh, what a turnaround.
Mate, that's the thing with ASM now. Is like if you run to, like, for example, Tarkowski.
Shit.
What?
Oh, you bugger. How Burnley not scored there?
They didn't score or they did score?
Oh, Burnley, I don't know how they haven't scored there. It was played along the box and Wood just doesn't get a good connection on it. And it
Still 2-1 or what?
Still 2-1, yeah, don't worry.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
I'll be crying if it was 2-2, Brandon. I'll be crying if it was 2-2.
So difficult to catch up with the game as you guys are like more than a minute in front of me.
I am sorry, Brandon, but we're 2-1 up.
Well, mate, that's what I tried to say. Like, if you run to Tarkowski and they're turning out the way of turning. They're so slow, so you're gonna catch them off guard all the time.
It's the game, man.
Okay, I'm gonna get a beer.
Oh, I'm getting a beer as well, I think. 2 seconds.
Hi.
More money, Steve. Appreciate it. You literally are single-handedly funding Newcastle Fans TV.
Steve, yes.
Simon, you hero. Thank you very much. Legends, if you haven't already, please like the video and share, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already. We're fast approaching 25,000 subscribers. We only need around 60 more subs. If you're not subscribed, we've got 330 in the chat. Please subscribe so we can hit that 25,000. And then we've got some videos coming up for that as well, because it'll be a massive milestone for the channel. Again, please like. Hopefully we can get a win here and start looking a bit more positive for at least staying in the league for the same shit again next season.
Can I make a small advertisement as well? I don't know if you had already new paying members, but if you want, you can be joining our membership program, which will get you in March. We posted out another 33 private videos for the members only. Plus, you can join the Discord with other paying members as well. Plus, announcements you get as well. Fill me in.
Right. I'll make a promise live on this stream. Right, if we can get 25,000 subscribers by the end of this stream, right, I will I'll neck a pint on the score and the players, regardless of Newcastle win.
Nice.
So if you can get 25,000 subscribers, I'll do it. I've got loads of. I'm drinking Kronenbergs at the minute.
I'm gonna take it even further. If you're gonna get 25,000 today, I'm gonna tattoo Newcastle Fans TV logo.
You heard it here. Brandon's gonna tattoo Newcastle Fans TV logo on his body if we hit 25,000 subscribers today.
How many
Brilliant.
are we actually? I haven't seen it for a couple of days.
Only about 60, if that.
Oh, God.
My stream's dropped.
Oh, my God. Why is Chris
Adam,
Wood
thank you very much for the super chat as well, mate. $4.99, absolute hero. Let's stay up, get takeover done, have ASM as the talisman. Legend, we've been missing for years. How are you, lads? Absolute hero, mate. Thank you. Devin Harris, new member. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. As Brandon said, we posted over 33 private videos back in March, so we'll be doing the same throughout this month as well. Brandon will be able to get you into the Discord chat
I will. Me or Lee will put a link in, to join the Discord in the member section where you
get him off. That's an absolute disgrace. Get him off.
Anyway, there will be a link in the membership area of the YouTube channel for the person who just joined, so you can join our Discord, or you can send me a message on Facebook or the main Facebook chat of Newcastle Fans TV.
Yeah,
we'll get you sorted. So
just to reiterate, if we hit 25,000 subscribers throughout this stream, Johnny's going to neck a point on scoring the players. Yeah, and if we hit 25k today, Brandon's going to get the Newcastle Fans TV logo tattooed on him. What more could you want from the channel? We're only about 60 away. Smash the subscribe button, because one, I want to see Johnny down a point, and I definitely want to see a tattoo on Brandon as well.
It has to come out of the fucking Newcastle Fans TV budget, though. Or at least the donations from today.
Just ask Sam to do it. He's got millions, hasn't he? He's got a West Wing in his house, hasn't he?
He has got a West Wing in his house.
NFTV with an North somewhere.
We'll do this video, Ryan, and that's what it will be called, the Greenwood celebrations. Absolutely, we'll do a little compilation.
Oh, I don't care. I'm probably gone. I think I went a high pitch for the second one, but I don't care. I honestly don't care. We're 2-1 up.
Much easier to do the watch along now, right, Johnny?
Oh, do you know what it is? I've always said you find it so easy to do these watch alongs.
You know what? I'll join Brandon. If we hit 25k today, I'll get the logo tattooed on me as well.
Class.
We'll video it as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the pint, I think. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of the channel, but I don't think I'd get it inked on my body just yet.
Why not? It's a part of your life.
I love tattoos, yeah. So why not? Even if things went tits up and I got kicked off the channel, at least I've got memories there.
No. Can we just please just get a third or something? Go on, Maximin again, son. Same as he did last time. Maybe not.
Raga, thank you very much as well, mate. Hero,
Legend.
Absolute hero.
Okay, legend.
Thanks to everybody that's done the super chats. I can't say that I've seen every single one of them, but oh my god, this is hard work now. Like now because we've got to hold on to the lead. Do we bring Javier Manquillo on or Emil Kraft?
I know we've said that we don't want to see them.
I totally agree with Ryan Gardner, by the way. That goal deserves the famous helicopter.
Every day of the week, twice on a Sunday. There you go. Right, we've got 20 minutes left. What do we do right now?
I just feel like whenever we try to shut up shop and shore up, that it tends to go tits up. So I'd rather continue the way we do it. Like I continue like this for the next 9 minutes or so, see where we're at, and then potentially looking at bringing Manquillo Kraft on.
Don't say that, Carl. Away.
Yeah, Manquillo.
Yeah, there you go.
I think Burnley don't concede a lot of goals at home. They really don't. So
who, Burnley?
Yeah, don't concede a lot of goals at home.
I mean, like maybe not Hendrick, but maybe bring Willock on to put another one in midfield.
You're looking at your Longstaffs, your Shelby's. They've done a lot of running today. Especially Longstaff hasn't played a lot of minutes. He did yesterday.
What's the goal difference now with Fulham and us? Let me check.
They're one better.
Yeah, right. So it's better if you score one more, actually.
I'll just take the 3. I'd rather just take the 3 points and like goal difference is important.
Of course. Well, if you score one more, then we're even on goal difference. Plus, we are like what?
Let me check how many subscribers we're actually on specifically.
Side netting from Vidra. Vidra's been Burnley's best player today. Him and Moore have been excellent.
6 points lead if you win today. That's massive. That will be
massive. So we're currently on 24,933 subscribers. We need 67 to hit 25,000
subscribers. Come on, lads and lasses. Come on.
So Carl,
games.
Carl, are we gonna take it like as well as like today, or just in this watch along that we have to hit 25k, or just the end of the day, 12 o'clock? If we
so like, yeah, I'm happy to do till 12 o'clock, mate.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, we've just been. Oh, thank God for that. Handball for McNeil.
What we got? Hi, I'm seeing you from Peru when Newcastle plays. I remember Norberto Solano. Pedro, if you've not seen already, you're not subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel because Johnny interviewed Norberto Solano 3 weeks ago, mate. Was it?
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant, Nobby. Me and Sam got to take the credit. Actually, no, I say Sam's got to take the credit on this one. He takes a little bit of credit. It was Liam that really deserves the credit for that one.
Yeah.
But no, it was really, really good actually. He was brilliant with his time. Gave us about just over an hour. He was actually it was Mother's Day, believe it or not. So he was at his mum's.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Just thought I'll do an interview while I'm at my mum's. No worries.
That's how it goes down in South America. That's a South American thing.
Yeah, we're absolutely huge fans of Norberto Solano, as you can imagine, Pedro. I'd imagine everyone in the chat is, to be fair.
I cannot think of any Newcastle fan who isn't a fan of him.
It just shows,
or dislikes him.
Like we're 2-1 up now, right? And it just shows when we've got a bit of quality, our best players can make the difference in these sort of games at the minute. You know, like I looked at Burnley's starting 11 today. I think there's something to get at here.
Would you guys still bring on Willock now, or just leave it for now?
I would leave it for the time being.
Fair enough. I would bring one on. I'd potentially bring Willock on in the 80th minute, just to maybe leave the 5 at the back and just get another midfielder in there.
Take Sean out for Hendrick.
Do you know what it is? I'm not even remotely interested if Jeff Hendrick plays a game of football. It just shows when you look at your Premier League. Like when you look at that Irish team and they've got like Premier League 11s, like like Premier League players, like Jeff Hendrick's one of those Premier League players they've got, and you just think, wow. Right, don't even catch it. There you go, Dubravka. That's better. He did that before, where it was a long ball, and he caught it straight away. Waste a little bit of time.
Looked at Villa 2 from when we signed him from Newcastle. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It was class. That's what when we put it out. To be fair, on the socials, I did put like quite a lot of Aston Villa tags in the socials as well because we thought you guys would want to watch it. So if you haven't, mate, that is on the channel. Good interview.
Can Matty Vidra just pull his hamstring or something? Like seriously, he's their only real threat.
Who?
It's Dwight McNeil on the left-hand side, crosses the ball in, and Vidra gets in front, gets in the gap between Clark and Fernandez. He should really do a little bit better, but he's always a constant threat, Vidra.
I don't know what we'd do if we hit 100k, mate. I don't know what we'd do.
What's today?
I got Mike Ashley tattooed on my ass.
If we hit 100k.
I fucking tattoo Mike Ashley on my ass then.
Swear to God.
And I will pay for it myself.
This is a.
What's that kind of a saying? Like Solana would go on a Mount Rushmore on Newcastle's players, to be honest. What does he mean by that?
So have you seen? You know what Mount Rushmore?
It's probably a mountain,
it's
but...
mountain with the presidents on, the presidents' faces. Have you never seen it?
No.
He's basically just saying that he would have Newcastle players on a Mount Rushmore, and he would be one of them. Yeah, if you've never seen it, mate, have a look at Mount Rushmore.
Will do at the moment, right now.
How many likes are we on? Does anyone know?
No
idea. Can check for you soon. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, I know that one. Like, where is it actually? Oh, it's in America. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean now. We are at...
I think we've got over 100.
We are at 112 likes and 5 dislikes.
Can't believe we've got 5 Burnley fans watching us.
Right, the dislikes are always the same number. It's definitely the same person. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely the same person week in, week out.
I can hazard a guess at one of them. We'll leave that one for
We'll leave that there, yeah. We'll leave that.
Inside joke. Right. Back to the game. Burnley
Solana is God, yes.
Hold it. Take your time. We're just about doing enough, but I'd love a third just to make me a bit more comfortable.
Aye. Imagine if you can get a point against Liverpool. Then I would.
That's not a million miles out of the question, you know.
They were bad again yesterday.
Yeah.
I was going to put a tweet out saying if Villa held on yesterday for a point, I said, Liverpool haven't beaten anybody at home, I think, since December. Liverpool's next home game is in the Premier League, Newcastle United. I'm thinking, well, it's a guarantee. And plus, we've got a horrible record at Anfield. I think we've only beaten them once at Anfield in the Premier League. So
you're playing them away?
Yeah, it's in way.
Yeah, Tom, we can talk about Wolves doing us a favour, mate. Absolutely. Adama Traore with the 92nd minute finish. We're happy with it. Very happy.
Traore, you fucking beauty.
Yes. Hero. Told you. Always like Wolves.
I've always liked Wolves. I've
there
always
you
had
go.
a soft spot for them.
Pinocchio.
It probably started about Friday at 5 to 8. But I've really had a soft spot for them.
No, but Tom, thank you so much for doing us.
What was it? That Nuno has a dream, doesn't he?
Oh, I love it. Love it.
I have to be honest, like Wilson's been very quiet, but he still like gives fear to the Burnley defenders, which I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. So did Bruce run out of subs? I just don't know who he wants to put on, mate. He's leaving it a little bit later. Which I'm okay with.
I don't know who he can really bring on. Like I probably would.
Would you take Miggy off and put another defender on?
Yeah, Miggy could be an option.
Like Manquillo. Maybe put Richie to the midfield and put Manquillo in the back 5.
Great.
I think Joe Willock can play anywhere across the midfield, so I'll be happy with Miggy coming off and putting Joe Willock in there just to shore up the centre of the park. But then saying that, it's been McNeil down the flank that's been the nightmare, wasn't it? And Vidra as well.
don't know.
That's a
I
foul
don't know.
wreck.
Also, me not doing much defensive work today as well. He's like a ghost today.
Yeah.
I've turned all my notifications off. I don't know. Has the chat gone absolutely crazy in the last half an hour or something?
I don't know, mate. I haven't looked. I haven't looked, to be fair.
What a difference Saint-Maximin's been since he's come on, man.
Honestly, cannot believe Bruce made those subs at 55. 100%. This is what I mean. Like last week, he did something good, and now he's done something great again this week.
Can we just talk about Alan Saint-Maximin's dance when he scored?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just about to rewatch it.
How unbelievably good was that? Like that dance, right? Scores a worldie, and then literally it's become like the French king of Bel Air or something. Like that's unbelievable.
But he wouldn't miss be falling out of his role when it comes to a Saturday Night Fever or like a Grease movie with that dance.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, special mention for Sean Longstaff in the second half.
Yeah.
It's been proper, getting into the challenges and just doing the dirty stuff today. It's not really been the sort of game for him, really, but it's just had to do the dirty side of the game.
Just back to Maximin as well, like massive props for him giving out all of those care packages to the NHS staff, like high street vouchers, that sort of stuff as well. Yeah. Brilliant that was, and a massive shout out to Savannah Marshall last night.
Won the game.
It was so comfortable for her, like
yeah.
But talking about ASM again, like he's doing a lot for the community actually, also with the food bank.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's a cracking lad.
Geordie Sancaster, to be fair, has never been in doubt that Newcastle are staying up. I will admit to that.
I love what he's drinking, I'll tell you.
I think honestly, I was the only one positive as well last week to stay up.
Yeah, but Geordie Sancaster has been like he's never thought we were going to go down, was he?
Dummett's just kind of went down a bit. This could be interesting because I think if that's the case, you're probably asking Kieran Clark to move position, and probably Emil Kraft might come on and come as a right centre half.
Oh, come on!
Hopefully, he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Jordy, can you explain? Tell me how do you find the Discord channel so far?
Sorry.
No. I say Jordy.
Oh, Jordy. I thought you said Johnny. I was like,
Well, Johnny, how do you find the new Discord channel?
I ask you.
So 20 attempts from Burnley, 8 from us, 4 on target for Burnley, and 4 on target from Newcastle.
Go on, Jacob. You've got the beating of him. Oh, it's actually hit off him, isn't it? It's definitely going to be it's a corner. That was never a corner. That was never a corner. I think it hit off before it went out. But we've got a corner, lads.
It was certainly was a hot take, wasn't it? But a controversial one at that.
Oh, look, was it a corner? Yeah, it's definitely a goal kick, but we'll take it. Come on, Matt Ritchie. A little bit of magic from that left wand of yours.
Good, Jordy.
Come on. Get a 3-1. Make it a nice, easy 10 minutes. Crossed in. Cleared by Farrell. Longstaff. Kicks it. Maxi. No goal. Oh my God, Vid just... 2 against 2. Get him. Done it. That is absolutely brilliant. How on earth has that happened where we've ended up getting a 2-on-2? Literally cleared. Richie's corner, cleared by Peacock Farrell. Longstaff air kicks it. Lovely pass to Maximin instead. Plays it back, and they've just cleared it, right? And I'm not even joking. Dwight O'Neill's found himself 2-on-2, and Burnley have got a corner. Great challenge from Dummett.
Who was it that was at the back? Dummett and who? Dummett and Murphy?
Keepers.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? They were the final 2.
How do we rate Dummett so far in the game?
That is a horrendous miss by Longstaff of the ball, by the way.
It's actually a great pass.
Class.
How do we rate Dummett today?
Saying that we're 3-on-2. Come on, if you're quick about it. Wilson. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is just awful. I hate watching football. It's just so hard work.
The people watching the watch along, they love to see you this way.
It's just hard work, this, man. This is against Burnley. It's not even Man City or whatever. It's Burnley.
Well, last week it was against Tottenham, and it was decent.
Honest to God, man.
Lots of opinion on Dummett today.
I'll tell you in a second, mate. Well done, Martin Dubravka.
Jesus. 13 corners by Burnley. Jesus Christ, man. Mental.
Yeah, he's had a good game, Dubravka.
Yes. I think Dummett's been solid second half. I thought first half, I don't know, it just seemed like Wood had the better of the three of them. He really did, especially Kieran Clark, but Clark's had a much better second half.
Yeah.
Great second half, Paul Dummett, a couple of good clearances. When we just talk about how good Martin Dubravka is, Carl, right? He's just absolutely shanks one off a kick.
Oh yeah, I've just said.
Oh no.
Oh, I should just stop talking.
I'll tell you who's been absolutely pathetic since he's come on is Callum Wilson. I hope he can score now. I tell you, that was a joke. That was a joke to people that are watching this stream right now. That was a joke.
What else have we got? I've seen something. Oh yeah, how do you let lads make a Bruce? I mean, at the end of the day, mate, he's brought Maximin on in the 56th minute?
Yeah.
And then he scored. And assisted for the first goal. So Bruce gets massive praise.
Adam's saying in our WhatsApp group, Dubravka showed today why he's our number one.
I think look, it was always going to be, when Caldara got dropped, it was a case of we just need our best players in our best positions. And when you look at it on the face of things, Martin Dubravka is the better goalkeeper. Yes, take away the Wolves goal.
No.
Just better as a second because Shelby's decided to play silly buggers.
I understand what you're saying here, Hoss, but there's plenty of times in the past where he hasn't made those changes.
Yeah.
Right. I think
they've always been common sense changes, and he doesn't always make them, and he has made them today and last week. So, we want him out as much as possible, but credit where it's due.
Right. You have to give him credit if he deserves it.
Well, Saint-Maximin's just been given man of the match by Sky.
Okay, that was probably a bit of an exaggeration, Geordie, so I do apologise. But he deserves credit.
Look, any manager deserves credit for a win. People will argue Saint-Maximin should have started at the very beginning. That is a genuine argument. I can understand people saying that should have been the case. The only thing I would say is that if you do bring him on like you did, he's fresh legs. He's fresh legs and he has a go.
But in the end, the winning coach is always in the right, so we cannot say anything really about it.
Yeah, it's just honestly, I feel like time's going so slowly at the minute. It always is the case when you're losing the game. It always goes so quick, but when you're winning a game, it always goes so slow.
I was just about to say the first half went by, but
yeah, it did. It flew by, didn't it?
Oh, here we go. Dwight McNeil for Burnley on the byline. Martin Dubravka, get in, you little beauty. Honestly, Superman can't do what he's been doing in the last 20 minutes. Every cross he's just been coming for. That's what I said on the members video. If Martin Dubravka comes for every single cross and does what he can do, then it's brilliant. Great ball from Longstaff into Saint-Maximin just on the edge of the box. He's got to beat the Tarkowski. Go down, just go down. Wilson, no. Off the line by Mickey.
Oh,
no.
Come on.
We're just not going to see it off, are we?
Jesus, Johnny.
Honestly, go down. Should have just gone down. Would have got a penalty.
Could have been 4-1 up.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
We have to dust ourselves down again.
Well, the dusting ourselves down did work finally this time.
Oh, great header. Well done, Sean Longstaff. No, don't try and be fucking stupid, man. We've got 4 minutes at a time.
I mean, Eric, you can leave the sir out, but yes, we'll definitely give him credit, but get rid of the sir.
Right, let's go. Longstaff plays the ball forward. Maximin has the pace every day of the week on Tarkowski. Drives into the box, Plays it back to Wilson, just too much on it. Miggy, and it gets blocked on the line from Tarkovsky. It's actually really good from the defender because it is going in. But, oh my God, we've got 3.5 minutes, and Burnley just made a sub. Joe Mbongo, I think he's called.
Mbonga?
And he's just come on.
Mbonga. Only good move today from Almiron, actually.
One of the better signings this season, I think. Paul Merson, to be fair, excellent goalkeeper for 16 million from Arsenal, absolute steal.
Yeah, he is. Oh my God, can Newcastle just hold on for 3 minutes? What? Well done, Fernandez. God, this is hard work.
Yeah.
Cleared from Clark. Richie clears it, and Newcastle can Mickey keep it in? Probably not. Just under 3 minutes. Steve Bruce is trying to get his orders out. Probably saying to Anthony Taylor, look, I'll give you apple pie and custard if you can blow your whistle now.
Do you think Burnley fans would feel some pressure now that they can still be relegated?
I'll tell you in 2.5 minutes. Vidra, and it's a goal kick. He's asking for a penalty. I don't think it is, but I'm always a bit nervy. And Newcastle look like they're going to make a sub anyway. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. I don't think VAR are even looking at it, to be honest.
Because he hasn't. I think, Andy, I think the argument is because he hasn't made the most obvious of changes in the past. That's what my argument would be. And he's done that in the last couple of weeks.
We've got 2 minutes to hold on. 2 minutes to hold on. The ex-Burnley man's coming on. Jeff Hendrick. 2 minutes for Mickey Almiron.
We are 56 subscribers away from 25,000. We have 345 of you in the chat, and I know not all of you are subscribed. So what we said is, just by the end of the stream, if we hit 25,000, Johnny's going to neck a pint on scoring the players, and if we hit 25,000 before the end of the day, myself and Brandon are going to get the Newcastle Fans TV logo tattooed on us, not on our foreheads. Or faces. No. Well, I'm not. Brandon might. I don't know what he gets.
No, we can decide the place ourselves.
Come on, Newcastle. Not long to go now. Not long to go. Just for the next.
I was just steady with.
Just over a minute left of the game.
Oh yeah, my God.
Like I got the tattoo. Like... I got the Newcastle tattoo here on my leg.
Long ball from me.
I will do it on my other leg.
Well done, done it. One back by Burnley. Peters on the left-hand side to McNeil. Into the last minute. Murphy closes him down. Can't get the crossing. Peters blocked again from Longstaff. Just stick with them, boys. Stick with them. Come on, keep it going. Cross from McNeil. Flicked on by Wood. Richie gets there first and can clear. And it's to Wilson. If he can see Maxi on his right-hand side. But it's a poor ball to Hendrick. We've got just over 30 seconds of injury time left. Westwood, 10 yards into his half. This is agonising stuff, yeah. Playing towards the right-hand side to me, looking for Loughton. Pressure on from Hendrick. Gets the cross in, does Matthew Loughton. Flicked on through Mbongo. Wood, blocked. Comes out to McNeil on the edge of the box. Cleared again. Westwood, goal kick. That should be another ball.
What a result. What a result.
6 points clear. Woo!
What a result.
What a result. Come on.
It's done. It's definitely done.
We'll finish this off.
Go for it.
Go on, Johnny. Go on, mate. Oh,
easy money. Easy money. That deserves a like.
They've just got the table on with 6 points clear and with a game in hand. By God, if we can beat West Ham next week. If we can beat West Ham next week. Get it!
What a huge result that was for us today. Huge result. Oh,
Saint-Maximin,
so much more relieved.
We needed that. I said 2-1. What was the score, Brandon?
2-1.
I said it was 2-1. Come on.
Get in.
Like this video. Come on, like this video. We're 6 points clear. We're nearly there, lads. 32 points. We're nearly there. Couple of wins.
With a game in hand as well, by the way.
Exactly. Scott Parker.
And Liverpool being
up right now.
50 subscribers away from 25,000.
Come on, lads, do us a favour. There's 50 of us.
50
Come
subscribers.
on, what's 50 these days? Come on.
Literally, that red button underneath the video. Just click it right now. And Brandon's going to get a tattoo of Newcastle Fans TV on him. I'm also going to do the same. And Johnny's going to neck 10 beers on scoring the players.
I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever.
Carl, you really want that Teddy badly, right?
I just want to hit 25k.
Aye, fair enough.
Got loads of videos coming up, haven't we, Carl?
Yes, we've got absolutely loads. We've got the instant reaction coming up. Who's doing that? Is it Matt?
It's Sam.
Sam doing the instant reaction. I do apologise. Fan reaction hosted by Matt and Brandon.
I'm doing the controls.
And then scoring the players is myself, Johnny, and Sam. Is Sam on scoring the players as well?
Yeah, Sam as well.
And then obviously Lee closing the show with the last word. Johnny, again, what have you got coming up, Greenwood and Mulliner wise?
But Alex Hurst, Monday night, 7:45. It will be live. Pledge
1892 pledge.
Yes, pledge 1892. Pledge to Newcastle Fans TV. Pledge to get those 50 subscribers. 50 subscribers who just want a game of football. What are you thinking about? Come on. But yeah, we've got pledge 8 now. I'm sure Burnley 1, Newcastle 2 might get a little bit of a mention. But yeah, what a result today. Like, that's the most important thing. We can do Greenwood Mullen shows and influencers and Howie the Mag and whatever, but it's all about Newcastle winning games of football. If we can do that, like, that's a huge win today. That's absolutely massive. Like 32 points, 6 points clear. Like, Fulham have now got a win, 2 games just to match us, and there's only 6 games left for them. Just got
and only one point, the goal difference in their favour, but
by 1 goal though. It's 1 goal.
So
can we just need to get this win, man. Get West Ham next week, and we should be okay.
There is a lot of people in here saying we told you so, and I love it. Keep it coming. Yeah. I'm happy. Keep it coming.
Oh, look, people are saying we're staying up. Look, I'd rather be 6 points ahead than 6 points behind, of course you are, but there is still a bit of more work to do. West Ham at home is not an unrealistic opportunity for us to get a win next week. It really isn't. But it is going to be a tough game. But
so does this? We love you too, Brexis, by the way. But does this bring us 3 wins in 23 games, 24 games?
Yeah, but look, the win today is huge. Today is huge.
So my question I asked you, Johnny, and Carl, are Burnley fans feeling more scared now for getting into a relegation battle again?
Well, they've got Fulham to play as well, Burnley. So
yeah, I think Burnley are okay, to be honest.
I think if you only win from Sheffield United, our second last game, we should be fine.
If anything, as well, I know West Brom have always thought West Brom are not really in the battle. If anything, they're definitely not in the battle now, even if they win tomorrow, because you're still looking at 3 more wins. West Brom haven't won. I think they've only won 4 games all season, so I wouldn't say so. But I think what time has Sam got his reactions at 2:00?
Yeah. So we better wrap it up. To be fair, again, we've just 350 of you in the chat. If you haven't already, before we go, please smash the like and the subscribe button. We've got to be less than 50 away from 25,000 subscribers. Massive result against Burnley today. We're slowly pulling away. We're giving ourselves a great chance to stay in the league, which is, I just feel like a massive weight's been lifted, as does everyone else. Been a really enjoyable watch along. So we've got Sam coming up on the instant reaction. My thanks to Johnny and Brandon for joining me once more. As I've said before, Johnny is always welcome because it's always entertaining, especially when we get a fucking win.
Since we have Johnny on, it's always positive results as well.
Exactly.
So, if it comes down to the last game against Fulham, we need Johnny on this watch along.
I'll look at myself in a dark room if it goes down the last game.
Definitely. But thank you all for your super chats. Thank you for the new members. Thank you for everyone that's already liked, shared, and subscribed and joined the watch along with us. You're absolute heroes. We love you all. We'll see you shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.